And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another production here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, your voice and home for student athletics and community coverage. I am Philip Prince. Alongside, we have a special guest with me, none other than Mr. Gabe Northern. How you doing, Coach Gabe Northern?
I'm doing great, man. It's the best day of my life. I can't believe I'm here.
It almost seems like a dream come true, Coach. I know we were able to talk about it, a couple of days ago, but it's an honor and a privilege to have you here amongst us to do this game, Coach. So first of all, I know it's going to be a minute for you to be first to see you guys, but this is Gabe Northern, an LSU alumni, a guy that we'll dive in a little bit later on into the game. But like I said, Coach, we are gladly to have you on here today.
Man, it's a blessing to be in all this purple and gold and in this environment with all these beautiful people. Get to see some people who I met a few years ago when I used to coach here, and man, it's just all love at PV. I'm hoping we can talk some good noise and get this victory today.
Yes, sir. Like you said, you did mention you are a recent coach from PV. How does it feel to be back, Coach?
Man, it feels awesome to be where the program was when I was here, and to see what has been built and to see what is on the horizon for Prairie View football. It's amazing, and I look forward to the progress and the process that this school has taken to maintain its championship status in the SWAC.
Well, absolutely, Coach. Well, we're here in Prairie, Texas, where we have a unique, like you say, historical matchup between University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros versus the Prairie A&M University Panthers here at Panther Stadium, where the Panthers have a 23-13 record. So they're trying to continue things and add another win column. Both teams are undefeated to start off this season. The Vaqueros are coming out of the the Southland Conference. They just joined this year, and last week they were victorious by a score of 66-0 in their home opener, Coach. So it's always a unique way to get your first win out the way, especially in a way an example as they did.
Yeah, they put a lot of points on the board and held their opponent to 0. So it's going to be it ain't going to be no easy win here today for the Panthers, but I got confidence in the coach and confidence in the players that they're going to put forth a good showing, and we going to see, man. We going to see. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to be real. Just a little bit.
Yes,
66-0. Come on, man.
Yeah, 66-0 is a lot of points, Coach. Yeah, it's nothing like this. If you go back to the Prairie was victorious by a score of 22-21. So it's going to be a lot of trusting on your defense this time, Coach.
Well, think about it like this. You got a team that came off against an emotional victory against a crosstown rival in a last-minute contest, last play contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going up against a team that went 66-0.
Yeah.
So now I do know that they did go against a different level of competition, so hopefully that favors us. But I know they got some good dudes on their team, and they did something that's not easy.
Absolutely. If you want to go and start off with a couple of the offensive highlights, that's for the Vaqueros today. Their quarterback, Eddie McBurger, was 26 of 27 for passing with 438 yards and 5 touchdowns. You can guess to say that's a pretty impressive first game for you, Coach.
You almost can't hand the ball off better than that.
No, you can't, Coach. You can't. And then you had an outstanding wide receiver performance. Xavier Nolan had 126 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns, including a 76-yard touchdown for that one. So you can already tell that this offense is going to be explosive. They netted 676 total offense in that first game compared to 74 they allowed.
Well, I see these boys coming out from Prairie View, and they looking good. I think they're gonna challenge. I think they're gonna get up in their face, and I think it's gonna be a tougher sled for the Vaqueros this week.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a firepower offense. It might not seem like it when you go back and look at the scoreboard for Prairie View, but they were able to put up 443 total offense for themselves. So. Like I said, it's going to be more of a defensive mindset today than what you expect for. Like I said, but nonetheless, it's some football, Coach. I know you're ready to be back in here, and I'm ready to be back here too, Coach.
I can't wait. I wish I could hop across that fence and get in a few snaps as a coach. Not as a player, as a coach.
Well, how does it feel, Coach? Like I said, we'll dive into your little biograph later on, but as you got a chance to transition, what's been the most favorite part we'll start off from playing at your time at LSU, and then we'll have a little teaser before we get to the NFL for these people. But start off with LSU, Coach.
Man, to the first thing that I think of is that purple and gold, the same way here as Prairie View.
A lot of people might not like that one, but you know, it still reminds you of it.
When you wear that purple and gold, man, you get a certain sense of pride on any level. I guess that may be a while I identify with the frat that's purple and gold as well.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a member, but I identify with that frat a little bit better. I think part of it's because of that purple and gold.
Yes, sir.
So my journey, man, I didn't want to go to LSU. Coming out, my brother and I grew up down the street from Southern University.
Yes, sir.
And we grew up with a mother who loved Grambling State University. So I grew up SWAC. And then as I got a little bit older, a little bit bigger, and a little bit faster, school with a little bit more money kind of came looking for me in that.
Yeah, I hear y'all just a little bit.
I tell you what was a big factor. A big factor in why I chose LSU over Grambling. I had more fun at LSU's football camp.
Okay.
Because we played a different style of football.
Okay.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm here now.
Absolutely. So like I said, we'll dive into that. Again, we're here in Prairie View, Texas, again, where the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros will be taking on here the home opener for the Prairie A&M University Panthers. Both teams, again, are undefeated in this 2025 campaign, so both teams are trying to continue their winning ways, but we are set about 6 minutes and 10 seconds until we have some kickoff here in Prairie View, Texas. We'll step away momentarily. We'll be right back. We'll be giving you opening kickoff. Remind you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it right where you got it. We'll be right back right after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Panther Stadium, many known as Blackshear Field. Panthers are making their way out onto the field. Come in dressed in the white helmet with the white cage, purple jerseys, gold number trimmed in the white with the white pants, with two purple stripes with the gold stripe going down on the side. They will be the home team today in their home opener, taking on the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros, and we'll just keep it short tonight. We'll call them UTRGV or the Vaqueros, whichever one comes to mind, Coach. But the Vaqueros are going to come in wearing the white helmet with the white cage, with the white top with the orange numbers, and the white pants. Not too bad of a look for the Vaqueros, Coach.
Yeah, man, it's kind of looking like LSU versus Tennessee or Miami Dolphins versus Minnesota Vikings or something, but
say Clemson too, almost. Yeah,
a little bit of Clemson LSU that just happened.
Yes, sir.
I watched that.
Yes, sir. So we're getting set by here. The Vaqueros will receive the kickoff to start off this ball game, moving from left to right on your down. Again, this will be the Vaqueros' first road game to start off their inaugural season. They traveled, let's say, estimated about 355 miles south to travel this one, so they are putting on their traveling shoes as well as their fans. They made a enough travel with them, Coach.
Yeah,
kind of surprising almost.
They brought a nice crowd, and I'm not used to seeing this crowd from a visiting team here at Blackshear.
Yes, sir.
Man, this is something new. It's also a testament to what the new stadium can do.
Well, absolutely.
To be able to welcome this type of environment.
Yes, sir, because absolutely they were able to get 12,000 in for their first home opener, Coach. So it's not a bad showing for these guys. So you can see that the faithful few were able to travel with them, Coach.
I'm looking at their side, but I'm looking at this PV side, man. It's looking pretty good over here.
Oh, it's looking real good, Coach.
I think if we can make enough noise, we might get a few false starts. That's going to help us out.
Yeah, so you want to always try to have that home field advantage and want to play to your favor at all times.
Man, if that home field can get you 1, 2, maybe 3. If you can get 3 false starts, you usually win that game.
Absolutely, and as you say, you want to minimize the false starts for the Prairie Panthers.
Yeah, so whether it's band noise or fans clapping and screaming, we get those false starts, it's a Panther victory.
Yes, sir. So we're getting set here for this football game. Back deep for the Vaqueros will be number 4, Xavier Nolan, and number 32, Nathan Denon. They're standing at about their own 5-yard line. To kick for the Panthers will be number 97, Carlos Villagomez. And Gomez standing at about his 35-yard line. Ball, say set up on the left hash. Have a little stoppage in the play momentarily, just getting set and getting ready from the TV timeout. But you can tell the anticipation. These players are ready to go, Coach.
Oh yeah, they're ready. Ain't no doubt about it. This is one of the worst times. It's like, Chief, we've been waiting all this time, a whole week to kick this thing off.
Well, not even that. We did have a little weather delay to start this off. It was originally supposed to start at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
The weather from earlier, pushed us back. So,
I thought I just got here, and I was like, man, I thought again, got a chance to get a little bit more tailgating in with some PV fans, though.
Absolutely. That's the best part of showing up early, and you just got a little gift to spend a little bit more extra time with that weather delay. So, it is about 6:55. So until we get this opening kickoff, but nevertheless, the weather has gone away. We got clear skies here, clear enough to keep the Panther fans able to still show up and support these Panthers. As you can hear them rallying up to get this first kickoff here.
Let's go.
Gomez kicks it, a little short kick. That's going to be a signal for a fair catch. At about the 31-yard line, making that fair catch for the Vaqueros with number 8, Travion Jones. So we'll see exactly where they officially mark them.
Every now and then when you get that kick, you get that guy, he's practiced that thing 100 times, but he drops that kick somehow on game day.
Just let's say a little jitters, huh, Coach?
Every now and then, man.
So officially, they're going to have this one spotted at their own 33-yard line. Again, move from left to right on your dial. They're going to come out working in the shotgun formation, leading the charge again for the Vaqueros is going to be number 12, Eddie McBurger. Again, McBurger was almost, say, perfect on his debut last week, so he's trying to work that magic against these Panthers defense. So again, he sends a man in motion, had a one receiver to the left, 3 to his right. Now he's going to hand it off to the back. That is number 32. Nathan Denny just running it to the right side for a good gain for about 12 yards right there.
I tell you what, for people who can't see this thing, man, these guys have a real big offensive line. Look at those big dudes, man.
Yes, we got a stoppage in the play right now. There is an injured Panther on the field. Seems like he's cramping up. Not a good sign already. The game just started. But he seems like he's able to already.
30 seconds.
So it was a 30, I was going to say it's going to be a 30-second timeout, but the injured player right there was number 30 for the Panthers, but he was able to get off the field in his own power right there.
Yeah, little banged up shoulder looked like.
That was Cornelius Davis for the Panthers. So momentarily, the Vaqueros went over to their sideline because of the injury timeout, but the Panthers are still out on the field in their formation, just waiting on. Say the Vaqueros is just a Cowboys, so the Cowboys that we're going to do respect, calling them Vaqueros, finally made their way out to the field right now. And got some late substitutions coming in now. McBurger now trying to get the correct play call from his sideline. He's going to work from the shotgun formation now. Got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Now move his running back Denny from his right to his left. Signals the receiver in motion from the left side. It's going to be a pitch over to the left to Denny. Really trying to cut to the left side and make it cut back up to the right, up the middle of the field. But I'm going to say maybe got about 5 yards on that, Coach.
Yeah, it's going. I'm telling you, this set that they're going against is one of the toughest sets to go against as a defense when you got 1 tight end and 3 receivers.
Now the Vaqueros are working quickly to the line. Looking at a 2nd down and 5. Ball say spotted almost past midfield on their own 46-yard line. McBurger looking to pass all day to pass in his pocket. It's going to connect with his tight end. That is Jones. And he's going to be finally wrapped up. But he does have enough for the first down.
Man, these guys, they look so methodical and just sound in their movements.
So that pass was able to go past midfield into Panther territory. Ball's offensive spotted at the Panthers' 40-yard line. Now McBurger has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Fakes the handoff to Denny, looking to pass. Has all day to throw. Still going to take a shot downfield. And this is going to be almost caught. Was intended. Going to say for number 14, or excuse me, number 18, Kyron Lee, it looks like. Couldn't make the one-handed catch going across the field, Coach.
He's trying to be Randy Moss. He looked like Randy Jackson.
yeah, for a second. He could have brought that in with two hands. But
if he used two hands, if he didn't try to be cute, but, hey, it's their loss.
Yeah, you'll take that if you're the Panthers.
Good job.
You can kind of see that the ball was maybe overthrown just for a little bit, but like I said, it's still a well-placed ball to be made of a catch. If you hit your hand, you got to make the catch. But nevertheless, it brings up a 2nd down and 10 now. Clock stopped at 13:31. Ball's going to be handed off to the running back, Denny. Denny runs to the left side of the field and finally going to be tackled by the numbers. But now it's big about minus getting about 3 yards right there.
Good stop. Put him in a 3rd and long situation. See if we can get some pressure right here.
Now,
don't let him sit back there and pat that ball. Bring some heat.
Panthers getting some substitution on the defensive side. Magberger now signaling plays to his receivers and now communicating to his offensive line now. 3rd down and 6 now for the Vaqueros.
Let's go. Let's get some pressure.
2 receivers, 2 McBurgers, right, 1 to his left. Now singles the one in on the left in motion. That's just going to be a pass to the tight end Jones. Nice hit by the Panthers defender right there.
It's a good looking pass rush from this edge rush on the right side. Their right side. Our right side.
Says number 22, Ashton Ajoku, stopped them 2 yards shy of the first down, so they're going to keep the offense out on the field. There's going to be a handoff to the running back. And for a second, it looked like he almost didn't get it off. It was a low snap, but somehow he was able to get the ball fast enough to his running back coach and pick up the first down.
Thought we had him right there. It was real close.
So he only needed 2 and got 3 right there, so it's going to keep the chains alive. 1st and 10 now for the Vaqueros. Ball is spotted at the Panthers' 28-yard line. 12:20 remaining here in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of this game, an opening drive for the Vaqueros. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, looking to pass. Now Boyd has to roll to his right, trying to find a receiver well covered downfield, but has a man open downfield and couldn't connect to his wide receiver. As again, that was Kyron Lee. Kyron Lee got behind the defense and just Merkberg couldn't connect with them right there.
It's good that we can cover this well without bringing any extra players. I think when we finally decide to bring some heat, I think we can be successful.
Now to break up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Vaqueros. Clock stopped at 12:01. Ball is spotted at the Panthers' 28-yard line. 2 receivers, 2 McBurgers right. 1 to his left. The ball's going to be handed off to the running back, Denny. Denny running to the left. They made a cut back up to the middle. Made a nice cut. Was a seemingly probably going to get only 2-3 yards right there, but that cut got him 10 yards, Coach.
Man, that guy, I hate to say, kind of remind me of a little Cam Scatterboo right there, kind of ducking under and powering through like that.
Yes, sir.
Got to get those legs stop moving.
This one's going to be a handoff to Denny once again, the graduate. 5'10" graduate right there. 205, like I said, it's a big boy running the ball, Coach.
All about gap control, and the first man got to get him, and the second man got to get it down.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you see that Denny is running north and south instead of that east and west that a lot of coaches would prefer their running backs to do so.
Yeah, we got to keep him going side to side, that big old boy.
So Denny was able to get 2 yards on that last carry, so it makes it 2nd down and 8 now for the Vaqueros. Ball is at the Panthers' 16-yard line. Man in motion from the right to the left. 2 receivers to the right, 1, 2 to the left.
Come on, bring some heat.
McBurger looking to pass, going to take a shot to the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Waiting for the signal, and it is a touchdown. So 16 yards out. McBurger is able to connect to Tony Diaz. We'll watch the replay board right here in the south end zone, see if
come on, push him out.
Diaz was able to keep his feet in bounds. Don't know. Kind of hear the faithful few on this side disagreeing with the call. Don't know if they're going to take a second look at it as the official does come in
That's a good job by that ref to run in there like that.
Yes, sir. Before the Mascaros were able to snap off the ball, before they were not able to replay, but all scoring plays should be under review anyway. So we'll step away momentarily, and they'll go under review and see if the 16-yard touchdown will stand. Keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. As you just heard it from the head official, the 16-yard touchdown from Matt Berger to Diaz will stand. And me and Coach Northern here trying to see if we can get a better look at it of ourselves. At first, we thought he wasn't able to get in for a second. Then we didn't think he had control coming to the ground. But nevertheless, we're not paid to do their job, Coach.
Look, I've been victimized by the worst of replays in the history of football. I was on the field as a Buffalo Bill in the Music City Miracle incident. Hey, sometimes it don't matter how many times they review that thing. You always want them to change. You always wanted to flip it. We needed it right there. We didn't get it.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we can come back, get this kickoff, and then drive it back, even things up.
Absolutely. So the Mascaros are able to put together an 11-play drive and drive down 69 yards to put up their first points to this contest. And already it seems like that offense has not slowed down from last week, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We'll even this thing up. We're going to even this thing up. I can feel it.
So I want to thank you and remind you that this game is being brought to you by the Prairie Athletic Club, serving the Panthers since 1986. A proud sponsor with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I want to remind our listeners that you can become a listening partner by visiting opnradio.com. You can help continue coverage throughout our community by just visiting again the website at opnradio.com. So the Mascaros are able to put the first points into this contest, Coach. So if you had to dive in, going back into memory lane, Coach, you started your career off as a defensive end, and you made the change to linebacker. Which one was your most favorite position playing?
Playing defensive end is a lot easier than playing linebacker.
Well, how's that?
Because playing defensive end, you don't really have to think.
You just got one job.
Playing defensive end, you don't have to cover running back.
Okay.
You just get after the quarterback. Now, the problem is you got to go against somebody that's 6'5", 330.
Okay.
That's not easy.
Okay, so what was your welcome to the NFL moment?
I had a great welcome to the NFL moment on a positive side. It's hard to remember the bad side, but my welcome to the NFL moment was I blocked the kick against the Philadelphia Eagles and scored and scooped it up and scored it. And we ended up winning by 7 points. And after that game, that was probably the first time Bruce Smith ever spoke to me.
Wow, okay.
It was like, good job, Ricky. Done deal. I made it.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Anyway, we'll take it. Panthers are trying to see if they can get some of that score magic here, Coach. They need anything they can to slow down this Mascaros offense. Seems like I said, they got everything clicking from last week as they were put up 66 points in their home opener victory. So nevertheless, the Panthers are going to get here their first look at things as it's going to be caught at about his own 5-yard line, trying to follow his blockers, run to the right side to the numbers, and finally going to be tackled from behind on that return for the Panthers. Say it was.
Let's go see if we can match that energy on offense.
Alan Stewart on that return. Number 14. Kellen Stewart, I'm sorry. So that's going to bring out Cameron Peters and this offense working from right to left. Again, they come in wearing the white helmet, white cage with the purple top, gold numbers trimmed in white with the white pants. So now Peters working in shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. It's going to be a quick swing pass to the wide receiver, to the running back, and he's going to be wrapped up immediately. Might not even got back to the original line of scrimmage. So this ball was started. This possession started at the 27-yard line for the Panthers.
On the tackle, number 3.
Got to get those jitters out. A little bit more patience, and I hope we get to attack downfield a little bit.
You see the Panthers, they want to get the ball out quick of Peter's hands. As this one's going to be handed off to the running back. That is Chase Bigman on the carry. Tried to run that one up the right side, the left side, but couldn't get anywhere. I'm going to say maybe got about 2 yards on that carry, but it's a 3rd down, and you could say a long 9, short 10.
Yeah, not the most favorable. Maybe let's see if we can get some good protection though.
Peters looking to pass. Is going to be a wide receiver screen, and this was going to be wrapped up immediately. Trying to connect to number 8. That is Tamion Jones. Again, the Lascaros are all over that screenplay.
Man, they look fast. I hate to say it, man. They look like they playing fast. Look like they playing with a chip on their shoulder or something. What did we do to them?
My apologies. That completion went to Rodney Oho, and that reception went for no yardage. So it's going to bring out the punt unit for Tremaine Jackson and his offense. So not what you needed if you were the Panthers. This punt. It's going to be punt by Aiden Webb, and it's going to be a fair catch call. Signal by number 14, Tony Diaz. And he's fair signal for this one. It's going to be at about his own 23-yard line. So 8:48 remaining here in the first quarter. The Scarrows on top by a score of 7-0 over the Panthers, and so far the other Scarrows just sticking to the game plan, huh, Coach?
Yeah, we got to get them off their square. Got to get them off their block. Force them into doing something different from what they like to do. Unfortunately, good at running the ball and passing the ball.
So you had some experience in your coaching days, Coach, but have you ever had to go against a new school that just came out into the new inauguration like Texas Rio Grande Valley is doing today?
Never came out against a school that was starting up like this, especially with this many good players.
I know it's got to be pretty hard to do some filming. You only got that one game on them.
I played against Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers when they were expansion teams, and you could kind of expect a victory against them a little bit, but they would still beat you.
Absolutely.
That's what this team reminds me of.
Okay, as we get ready to zoom back into play, this was going to be a shot downfield, and it was going to be caught as McBurger is able to make his connection with Tony Diaz downfield. And it's going to be in the PV territory officially at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
A 42-yard interception from Barber to Diaz. And the Vaqueros.
Watching the replay, Diaz went up and got that one, Coach.
Well, I'm going to give my biased opinion. He kind of pushed him off in the back. Now, I don't know, but I'm just going to call it like I see it today. I'm wearing purple and gold, but I'm not biased.
As this handoff is going to be handed off to number 34, Javinsky Schlingbaker. And Schlingbaker is able to probably get about a gain of about 4 yards right there. So actually got about a gain of 3, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 now for the Vasqueros.
Yeah, going back to that last play, I'm looking at the DB in perfect position, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. I think come on, man, let's address that.
So this one's going to be handed off to Schlingbaker once again, and this time he's going to be wrapped up by a host of Panthers. Leading that charge was number 7, Kennedy Parker. So now that's going to make it a 3rd down. I'm going to say a 3rd down and 4. So they say he got 2 yards on that carry.
Let's go. We need to bring some heat, plug up some gaps, force them wide, and then get a stop.
So 3rd down and 4 now for the Vasqueros. Ball is at the Panthers' 21-yard line.
Big play. It's a big play right here.
Single man in motion from right to left. This one's going to be a quarterback. And it's going to be sacked. McBurger tried to roll to his left. But the Panthers did a nice job right there, Coach.
The contain and pursuit. Contain and pursuit. That's good defense right there. Good call, good execution.
Getting that tackle for a loss for the Panthers.
That's not always an easy play for that defensive end because we want to come inside. We want to come underneath because we see the quarterback coming right at us. They stayed outside, kept contained, backside pursuit, led to a sack.
Sack by number 4, Trevor Randall. So the Mascaros are going to send the field goal unit out for this one. This is up and it's good. So this 41-yard field goal is up and it's good. So the Mascaros are able to add 3 to their lead to extend it 10-0 here at Panther Stadium. We'll step away momentarily. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here in Prairie, Texas. We're here at Panther Stadium where the Panthers are trailing right now by a score of 10-0 to the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Mascaros. We have 6 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. You got a lot of time left, Coach, but you can see you might be getting a little nervous right there. Just a little bit, right?
I'm nervous already. These boys look good. We need a good return and a good offensive series.
It's going to be a nice return by number 82 for the Panthers. Follows blockers and hit the left side was Andre Dennis. Andre Dennis maybe got about past the 25, about lucky 4 yards, but they'll say he got it to the 29. So that's where the Panthers are going to get this one, moving from right to left. Again, nice turnout here at Panther Stadium. The weather delay did not keep the fans away from both sides. Nevertheless, trailing 10 here, the Panthers are trying to put themselves on the board for the first time. This one's going to be a handoff from Peters to the running back, Bingman. Bingman trying to dance his way, try to get some positive yards. And I'm going to say he maybe got 2 yards after all that dancing.
You know, I watched Big 94 right here, and I saw him move. He looked like Mario Williams, like Houston, Texas.
Now we'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Panthers. It's going to be a design running back screen, but again, the Mascaros are sitting all over that one, Coach.
Hey, these guys, they obviously work on pursuit.
Actually, let's say Bigman got tackled for a loss of yardage, so it was a 2nd down and 8, so it's going to actually be a 3rd down and say 12 now for the Panthers. Again, you say the Mascaros are swarming to the ball on that defensive side.
Very well coached.
So officially 3rd down and 11 for Peters and his office. Looking to pass, has the intended receiver. It was intended for number 5, his tight end, Ethan John, but in and out of his hands, couldn't come up with the catch. Nice coverage right there for the Mascaros.
Got to make that catch. When you're going up against a team this good, this well coached, you have to capitalize on all of your opportunities and some of their mistakes. They're not making any mistakes, so what does that mean? We have to be perfect.
Yes, sir. Every possession matters, and so far, the Panthers' offense are coming out to a slow start in this one. Got to rely on that defense to keep them in this game right now, as they got to bring out the punting unit once again, already on their 2nd drive, already going 3 and out here. So Aiden Webb, it's a nice boot in this one. Receiving is number 15, Hunter Luke. Hunter Luke trying to run to the left side of the field, but made a cut back up middle, but then was just a host of Panthers waiting on him right there. But the Mascaros are going to get good starting field position here, Coach, starting at about their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, they've been getting it there. Hopefully we can step it up, get them to a 3 and out, keep them on this side of the 50, get the ball back real fast, get a chance to get some points this first quarter.
So if you can recall back in the memory lane, if you've been put back in this situation, what's the in the player's mindset? What's the most of the message you're giving your teammates right now?
We got to get off the field. We got to get a stop. Whatever it takes, we got to get a stop.
So now the Panthers trying to see if they can come up with a stop here. They're trailing right now by a score of 10-0. McBurger in his office, ready to go back. He's got a quick screen pass to the left side of the field, connected with Diaz. Diaz is going to run this out of bounds. Not out until he picked up about 6 yards after that catch and run. Now it's going to make it a 2nd down and manageable. They're going to say he got 5 yards after that reception. So 2nd down and 5 now for the Vaqueros. Ball is spotted at their own 35-yard line. 4:42 remaining here in the first quarter. McBurger looking to pass. Pressure getting to him. He's going to throw this one and flick it out to the running back. Has one blocker trying to make a cut, and finally going to be tackled. Wrapped up by number 93 for the Panthers, and that's Jamal Marshall. But McBurger did a nice job of just avoiding the Panthers' initial pressure, avoiding the pocket, getting to the right side, just dumping it off to the running back right there.
As a defensive end, I tell you, we got to contain on that front side. You contain on the front side, the pressure from the backside makes that play.
This one's going to be handed off to the running back, Denny, the one who made the previous catch, and this one is going to be going to the right side of the field for about, another positive gain for the Vaqueros for about 5-6 yards. Seems like they're getting about 5 to 6 yards every run so far, Coach.
It's tough. The size, the offensive line clearly has a size advantage. Guys play well, and then you got these big, strong, powerful, fast running backs.
Now, McBurger is going to pitch one out to Denny to the right side. And finally going to be tackled by the Shins. Nice open field tackle right there by the corner for the Panthers. That's number 12.
Good solid hit.
On the tackle for the Panthers, number 12.
Eric Zachary. So that's going to force a 3rd down and 6 now. It's going to say he got no yardage on that carry. So 3rd and 6, ball is at past midfield into Panthers territory at the Panthers 46.
Big play right here. Expect anything.
Marburger had 3 receivers to his left.
Expect anything. Come on.
Steps up into the pocket, and it's going to be caught as Tony Diaz was just sitting in a soft spot of the defense. My correction, that is number 4, Xavier Nolan, just sitting in the soft spot of the defense right there. So to bring up 2nd down, 1st down and 10 now for the Vaqueros. This ball's going to be, was handed off to Denny to the left side, and somehow, some way, he was able to escape pressure right there, Coach.
Got a chance. We had a chance and just couldn't wrap up. I mean, once again, he's a big, strong running back, and proper technique is the only way you can win against him.
So that's actually able to go for another 10-plus yards on that carry, Coach. So he was able to run out of bounds. Clock stopped for a little bit, but continue rolling here now. 2:13 remaining here in the first quarter. This ball's going to be handed off to the new running back, and it's number 20. He's hitting that left side of the field, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Don't know he even got touched on that run, Coach, and that was number 20, T.J. Dimmitt.
I'm sure that was his first carry. That guy is fast.
Yeah.
So most teams have a thunder and lightning. They have 2 thunders and a lightning.
Oh, yes, sir.
I mean, come on now.
He just hit the outside over there on the left side and just turned on the Jets.
Yeah.
So now it's going to bring out the point at the attempt here to be kicked by Bryson Gardner. Point out attempt is up and it's good. So the Vaqueros able to drive down and extend their lead here, 17-0. Here's our score. So far, it looks like that Vaquero offense is not slowed down at all, Coach.
Well, I'm looking at the roster. That guy T.J. DeMint, 5'8", 190, redshirt freshman.
Woo.
So he got time.
That's bad. That's bad for everybody else.
How is that guy that fast as a freshman?
Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you he's not over-exaggerating. That young man turned on the Jets. It seemed like he was going to be tackled maybe for a 2-yard gain right there. Next you know, he's in a 20-yard touchdown run.
Wow. They say speed kills.
Did you have any of that speed back in the day you had to go against, Coach?
Nah, I was the speed guy. that was my thing. I was the craziest fast guy.
Panthers have themselves a kind of a hole here. Nothing too big. They can't dig themselves out. But nevertheless, they got to capitalize on every possession that they get here from here on out in this game, man. This is going to be a return coming out of his own end zone, trying to follow his block, was making a cut, but then finally going to be brought down was then Kellen Stewart on the return right there.
It's easier to see up here, but I think if he pop it outside, we get a little bit more yards.
He was able to get this one returned to his 26. So ideally, if he would have just called for a fair catch, which would have been a 1 yard shy. But nevertheless, the Panthers are going to have this one again, moving from right to left. We have 1 minute and 57 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So now,
see, for me, they don't expect us to go up top. Let's go up top and test them out.
so Peters connects to his wide receiver, Jacoby Banks. Just hitting right there on a soft spot, a little curl right there. Able to pick up about 7 yards on the reception. So it's like they're just taking what that defense gives them right there. And like you said, you want to see some shots downfield. But Peters seems like getting the ball out quick. As he's sending the man in motion, he's going to fake the handoff to Bigman. This one's going to be caught by the receiver on the design RPO again. That's caught by Banks.
Get some yards, move those chains, let defense rest for a little bit.
So Panthers seems like that offense found things clicking on this drive now. Quickly they're working now. Signal the man in motion was moving from left to right now. It's going to go back to the right side of the field and get lined up is Rodney Oho. Peters have 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Now he's going to signal Oho in motion once again. He's going to keep this one. Peters is going to run this north right up the middle of the field. Going to say he picked up about 3 yards on that carry.
Nice toe.
So that tackle is made by number 45, Spencer Rich. So Panthers have this one. Pass finally midfield into the Scarrows 45-yard line.
Best field position of the day.
This one's going to be handed off to the running back, Bigman. Bigman was trying to let the play to develop, but couldn't go anywhere, and he was met up immediately by number 49, Jamarcus Anderson, coach.
That's my position. I hate to see that guy have that type of success on that play. The coaches made a good call. Looked like he had a stunt move inside, was able to cut that ball off before he got upfield.
Yeah, he was able to meet him right at the line of scrimmage. Gonna say he maybe, I don't even think he got any yards on that one, but that's going to take us to the end of 1 quarter of play. And the Vasqueros are leading this one by a score of 17-0. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep right where you got it. We'll be right back to give you second quarter coverage here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panther Stadium, where the Panthers had themselves in a hole here and trailing by a score of 17-0. And remind you, you can become a listening partner by visiting obnradio.com to help continue community coverage. Again, by visiting at obnradio.com. And you can share your scores and stories on our 24-hour message line at 936-463-2405. Again, you can text and call that number at 936-463-2405. And you can join the Temple of Refuge Ministry Sunday service at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. Again, that number is 857-777-0000. So we have to assess it, Coach. I know you don't want to be so harsh on him, but what do you grade the Panthers after that first quarter of play, Coach?
Well, I look at it like this. Usually whatever the first quarter score is, I try to multiply by 4. And at this rate,
you don't want to do that, Coach.
It's not looking good for us.
You don't want to do that one.
So, the good thing is, the continuation into this quarter, we got a chance to change the fate, but it got to happen right now.
Absolutely, as Cam Peters on this third down play was trying to connect to his tight end, but couldn't. Got wrapped up immediately on that one. So it's going to force an incomplete pass. So it's going to bring up A 4th down and 6 now for the Panthers. They flipped the field, was moving right to left. Now they're going left to right, and they're going to bring out the punting unit. Right now, you might seem like, would you go for this one, Coach?
I might. In this situation, we only got 5 yards, and just a small mishap right there. A small mishap led to us not getting the first right there.
This one's going to be a fair catch signal called, made by number 15. That was Hunter Luke, but that is going to pin the Vaqueros inside their own 10-yard line, officially at the 5. So the Panthers can try to see if they can make some noise out of this one. Got them packed up inside their own 10 for once, trying to see if they can get this crowd back built behind them. And this is the home opener so far, and like I said, it's a good turnout.
This is one of those times where you wish the band would just start playing real loud.
Yes, sir. Get the team back involved.
Even if it's a rule violation, whatever, just play real loud and let's see if we can get a false start. Let's see if we can get 5 yards. Let's see if we can get half the distance to the goal line. We need a play.
So right now, it seems like the Vaqueros are having everything working their way right now, so they need anything to get them thrown off as McBurger is able to hand this off to the running back. That is Denny on the carry, and he's just going to fall forward for a modest gain of about 4 yards right there. Say 4 or 5 yards. Again, they're just sticking to the method, Coach. 4 or 5 yards, 6 even on each carry just about.
Yeah, when you can run it like that, you really don't need to throw it. Unfortunately, when they decide to, they've been successful on both methods of moving the ball.
So 2nd down and 6 now. So this one's going to be handed off to the running back, Denny, once again. But don't think Denny got that much this time. Going to be lucky if he got 2 yards.
Good play right here. We can turn the tables.
As there's going to come
Good play right here. 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 5. We can turn the tables right now.
You see the Panthers having some substitution coming in. It's going to be a huge 3rd down and 5.
Where's our band? Where's our noise? Where's our crowd noise right now?
Just have a little stoppage in the play. The Vaqueros are getting
need it all right now.
They're getting their play call coming in now. So now Marburg is ready to go. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Now he signals a receiver from the right to the left. He's going to fake the handoff. Looking to pass, step up in the pocket, rolling to his right. Has the intended receiver, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking, not seeing any penalty markers on the field.
Let's go.
So it's going to stand.
First stop.
First stop and a huge stop for the Panthers.
That's what we needed.
So it's going to bring out the punting unit for the Vaqueros. So hopefully the Panthers can get good starting field position. Hopefully pass and stay in this side of the territory.
Let's start it off with a bad snap. Let's start off with a bad snap over the head, out of the end zone. Get a safety, get the ball back, or let's just return this thing and get 7.
Punt for the Vaqueros is
Come on up.
number 97, Nathan Dilling. And this one takes a Panthers roll, or a bounce, you should say, and bounces backwards. Not what the Vaqueros needed right there. But if you're the Panthers, just what you need. You get great starting field position in a game that seems like it's not going in your way so far, Coach.
Hey, we're right there on the brink of scoring. Right there on the brink of the range for our kicker to get 3 if we just don't have any negative plays.
Absolutely.
So let's do that first. Let's get no negative plays. And if we move forward, now we go for the end zone.
So now the Panthers are going to get things here. Again, moving from left to right. Right now they got a hold, trailing by a score of 17-0, but there's a lot of football left to be played here. We're just only in the 2nd quarter. So Cameron Peters and his offense ready to go back to work out there. He has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Now he signals his running back number 26 in motion. And this one's going to be was intended for the receiver number 82.
Little pass interference on the defense. Let's go.
Intended for Mr. Dennis, intended on the right side of the field, but a little bit too much hands on right there. It's going to go against number 22. Dorian Blackwell for UTRGV. So now the Panthers
Now, don't mess this
will have the ball
at the line.
Let's go.
at the Rio's Grande 22-yard line.
In the zone, in the scoring range already.
So this is exactly what you needed for the Panthers if you're this drive. Now working in a pistol formation. The running back is Bigman there. This one's going to be a pass intended for his wide receiver. You see Coach Northern just trying to keep himself composed right there. That's one you got to have right there.
Got to.
Was
Like he threw that right through. We got to have that.
Big player.
If you catch it, if you catch that ball, you're probably going to get some contact from that safety and get even more yards.
Absolutely. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Andre Dennis.
Come on, Andre.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Panthers. It's going to be handed off to Bigman, and Bigman is going to try to fall backwards. But that backwards will try to be forward for a positive gain. I'm going to say he'd be lucky if he got 2 yards on that one. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Ball is spotted at the Figueroa's 20-yard line.
That 94, man, he's a big guy.
12:35 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Panthers do have 3 in their back pocket, but would love to have 7 here. Peters now is in an empty formation, looking to pass. He's going to take this one's going to be incomplete. Taking a shot to his wide receiver, Rodney Oho. Started off with Bigman in the shotgun formation and put him out in the motion to the left side of the field to distract the defense, but to no avail. The Mascaros were all on that one, especially on the man coverage right there. So that's going to bring out the field goal unit for Jermaine Jackson and this PV unit.
A 38-yard field.
Let's go, everybody quiet. Everybody quiet.
So attempt a 38-yard field goal for the Panthers will be number 47,
Let's
Aiden
go.
Webb.
Good.
Kick is up, and it's good.
Do you take the points, or do you go for 7? Take the points off and go for 7.
You got to go for 7. You're gonna get an automatic 1st down here. We have a late penalty marker coming in. Hopefully that feels some life into the Panthers. And hopefully it doesn't come back to bite the...
Just keep it moving forward.
Yes, sir. So hopefully it doesn't come back to bite the Vasqueros if you're a Vasqueros fan. But if you're the Panthers, you'll take everything you can get.
A double reverse, triple, whatever it takes.
Philly special, anything.
We need 7 right now.
We need 7 Philly specials right now, Coach. So now let's go to bring back out the offensive unit for Jermaine Jackson.
I think right now is a good time for a screenplay because that defense is going to be tired, but they really want to come and put some pressure on the quarterback. Let them think that they're about to get there. Dump it over the top. Bam. Easy path to the end zone.
So let's see what the Panthers try to draw up here on this 1st and goal. Seemingly from the Vasqueros. It's like 11-yard line. This one's going to be passed to the end zone. Tried to force feed that one to the running back Bingman, but it's like he was just throwing it to double coverage right there.
That's 2 times in these recent passes that I noticed the ball is like just kind of diving towards the ground. I think quarterback might need a few yoga sessions. Work on his breathing techniques, a little bit more on his, calm down a little bit.
So now Peters is looking at a 2nd and goal here at the Vasqueros' 10-yard line. Signals. Tight end in motion from left to right. He's going to hand this off to Bigman. Bigman tries to make a cut to the right side and cut back up to the middle, but he's going to be met immediately by number 49, Jamarcus Anderson. Jamarcus Anderson putting his stamp into this game, Coach.
49 and 94. So that's some good defensive ends they got.
So now it's going to say that run even got no yardage right there. So 2 plays back to back of no yardage, so it's to be a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line, Coach.
Got to punch it in right here.
3rd and 10. New running back in the backfield now for the Panthers is number 26. That is Brandon Campbell. He's going to get Bateman a little break. So we
False start.
have a little stoppage as they try to hike the ball here. But it looks like Tremaine Jackson wants to talk things over here on this third down. It just is a huge and important third down right now. So we'll step away momentarily. Keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The UT Rio Grande Valley Vasqueros leading by a score of 17-0 over the Prairie A&M University Panthers. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here at Panther Stadium, where the Panthers are looking at a 3rd and goal. Ball is spotted at the Vasqueros 10-yard line. The Panthers initially had made a 31-yard field goal, but that's off the board. As this is going to be another quick pass to the tight end, to the receiver, number 11, Jasari Rockwell. Going to say probably about 2-3 yards shy of the end zone. It looks like Tremaine Jackson, correction, must going to be stopped at the 5-yard line. So it looks like they are going to keep the offense out on the field. This is a huge 4th down, Coach.
It makes sense to throw the short pass if you're going to go for it on 4th down. Let's punch it in.
And if your Peters look to try to get it in with your legs, and this one looks to pass, and this was going to be incomplete. As Cameron Peters couldn't connect, couldn't see who the intended receiver was, but nevertheless, the ball was even too short and was thrown at his feet because so much pressure.
Once again, the shorter passes, the ball diving into the ground like it's diving into the ground. I seriously want to recommend yoga sessions, breathing techniques, keeping your composure under pressure.
So a missed opportunity for the Panthers. And if you're the Vasqueros, you catch a break. Originally, you only given up 3, and then you got the 3 taken off. And we're looking like you're going to give up 7, but now you walk away with 0.
As a coach, I would have done the same thing. Here's what's going to happen, though. Coach is going to be able to challenge his guys to step up. Like, guys, I need you to step up for me. I need you to make me look good.
As the Vasqueros taking a shot downfield on this first drive, backed up inside their own end zone, tried to connect to number 4, Xavier Nolan. But nice coverage over there. He had 2 defenders over there for the Panthers.
I thought he was about to get a pick.
That would have been huge, Coach. You need anything you can get for the Panthers right now.
Got to get it. Let's get a 3 and out right now.
So clock stopped momentarily at 10:31. 17-0 is our score here at Panther Stadium. But the Panthers are trying to keep everything that they can on their side right now, even though it may not seem like momentum is on it. Right now, this one's going to be handed off to Denny, and Denny's going to maybe get a yard right there.
Now we got 3rd and long right here. All right. I need the band to play. I remember being a coach on the sideline. I'm like, why won't the band be quiet right now? And they're being quiet right now. We need this noise right here. We need this 3rd down. Let's go PV. Let's stop them. Let's get the ball back.
So 3rd down and 9 now for Marburger and this Vasqueros offense. But
come on, bring the heat.
Rolling, looking to pass.
Bring some pressure.
Inside. This one to be almost intercepted. Marburger put a little heat on that one to where the corner for the Panthers couldn't really come up with a over-the-shoulder catch right there. But nevertheless, you'll take that.
I couldn't see the jersey on, but there was some real good pressure coming from that left side, right in that quarterback face. That's why he got rid of the ball so fast.
So it's going to bring up an incomplete pass and force out the Vasqueros to bring out their punting unit. So deep backed up inside his own end zone. Punting this one is number 97, Nathan Dilling, standing at the Vasqueros 45. Signal for a fair catch was number 10, Andre Dennis. So again, the Panthers getting some great starting field position here, Coach, but they got to find a way to capitalize on it.
Got to capitalize. We're right there, winning the field position battle right now. Just need to capitalize.
So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, the Panthers are trying to fight and put points on the board to keep themselves in this game, trailing by a score of 17-0 against the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Busqueros. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Broadcast Network here at Panther Stadium in Prairie, Texas, where the Panthers trailing right now by a score of 17-0, but can make this a very interesting game. They can somehow come out away with 7 instead of 3. This one's going to be a read option kept by Peters, running to the right side, tried to follow his blocker. Seems like he was going to pick up a positive gain right there going south, but somehow ended up going west and maybe neglected him picking up an extra 3 yards on that run, but seemingly he only got 2 yards on it. Seems he got a yard on that, Coach.
Yeah, I thought we'd get a little bit more out of there. Just gotta see it a little bit better.
Now Peters in the shotgun formation looking to pass, and this was going to be caught by the receiver. That's number 9. The one who caught the game-winning touchdown. That's Ronnie Oho, Coach.
Man, look, I know what's happening out here. I'm watching the battle in the trenches, and oh my God.
Oh, yes, sir. Somebody just got blew up that last play, Coach.
These guys are battling in the trenches.
So that was able to go for positive yardage and move the change for the Panthers. So this one now is going to be a fake. Oho looking to pass, and this was going to be in. Don't know if it got caught coming down to the ground. It looks like he was able to make the catch.
If he makes that catch, we're on ESPN Top Plays.
So we'll get this situated. It was a jet sweep pass. Oho getting the jet sweep, then throwing it to his receiver. Kind of underthrew the ball a little bit, but the receiver number 11, Jazari Rockwell, did a nice job of coming back to the ball. Kind of batted it up to himself, had a Busqueros defender all upon him, Coach.
In all fairness, should have been a pass interference, but we need to get first and goal on the 1.
Yes, sir. We'll take this ball. It's at the 1 yard line. This ball is going to be handed off to the running back, number 26, Campbell, waiting for a signal. Don't know if he's got in yet, but again, that number 94 looks like he's keeping him outside of that end zone, Coach.
Yeah, it's about time for a tush push. Let's go on and put the baby to sleep.
Still no official signal yet, but
I thought it was touchdown, but my angle's not that good.
Gonna say he got no yardage on that play.
Come on, man.
So now Peters under the center now. There's going to be a handoff to the fullback, and I don't think he got any positive yards. Mine actually lost a yard on that, Coach.
I don't even know what happened right there.
They're right there.
So the Panthers tried to snap it off quick and hand it off to the.
We got to get those butts up high in the air. Start biting those ankles, or like the Lions, because you got to start biting those knees and ankles and moving people back.
So now it's going to make this a 3rd and goal now for the Panthers. They say it's at the 1 yard line.
See, what I like to do in this situation, instead of packing everything up, let's spread this thing out wide.
As the Panthers line up in their own original tush push, don't know if he got in. No signal just yet. Do not think he is in. The Busqueros are indicating that it's a 4th down.
They tried to do it.
So it is going to be a 4th down. So it's got to be 4th and inches, and the Panthers are struggling to get this one in the end zone, Coach.
Like nothing.
Some personnel changes coming in for the Panthers. They say it's at the 1 yard line, but it's got to be inches at this point.
That's all it is, man. It's just right there.
Panthers need this one badly, as they were lined up in a shotgun formation. As Jermaine Jackson has to take his 2nd timeout here in this first half. So we'll step away momentarily as the Panthers try to draw up this 4th down play. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panther Stadium. Here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where the Panthers are looking at a 4th and goal here, Coach. This is a very important down here for the Panthers if they want to keep themselves in this ball game.
The most important play of the season.
As this was going to be a quarterback keeper for Peters, and hopefully for the
There we go.
fourth time.
There we go.
And it is finally confirmed. The Panthers are able to finally get the ball, and it seems like it wasn't going to be that easy for them. But the 1-yard touchdown from Cameron Peters finally is good. So pointing out the attempt from number 47, Aiden Webb, is set to be kicked. So the Panthers catch a break there, Coach.
Good job playing the field position battle. A couple of punts, a couple of shots at the goal. Finally got it across the line.
Absolutely. So this pointing out the attempt is up and it is good.
It almost nullifies the fact that we didn't score, that we took those points off, still played the field position battle, and now it kind of rewarded us.
Yes, sir. So I guess in a sense, you'll get that 7 points. Somehow, some way, you'll take it.
It's that same 7.
Yes, sir. So now the Panthers are not out of it just yet. They still have a fighter's chance. Got 6 minutes remaining here, still in the first half. Still have a chance to still receive the ball one last time to still possibly put up 3, if not 7, if the defense can get one last good stop here, Coach.
Got to get that good stop. Got to get that good stop. Hopefully with their offense being on the side for so long, they cooled off a little bit, and the quarterback's arms got stiff. Running back's hamstring got a little tight, and now we come back and get with them.
So see, now let's go ahead and touch back in that mind. Now your defense had a chance to rest. Now you're the defensive coordinator. What's that message that you're relying to them?
Now it's time to make a play. Let's get a blitz. Let's force a fumble. Let's get an interception. Let's make a play. Get offense back on the field, or let's score it ourselves.
Yeah, because it seems like Marburg is having a lot of time to throw the ball, and his offensive line has done a nice job of protecting for him.
It seems like when PV brings pressure, that they have been having a little bit of success.
Yes, sir, and that's what you want to try and draw up and get Marburg off of his groove right now. Seemingly things are cooking for the Vasqueros here, leading by a score of 17-7, but the Panthers were finally able to add on and welcome themselves into this contest. It seemed like one was getting away for them for a second, but that touchdown was able to bring some life back here into Panther Stadium as the faithful here are starting to get themselves back into this game.
You hear that band playing?
Yes, sir.
That's what I love. One of my favorite aspects as a kid, going to games on Southern University campus, going to watch Jacksonville State play against Grambling, going to Grambling games, watching Southern play against Alcorn. One of my favorite aspects of the game was that band playing. That's what I love to hear. Big part of the game, big part of Prairie View coming back and getting in this game again.
Absolutely. You would like to see, like you said, you would like to see your band perform a little bit more. You'll take that little penalty marker, but as long as it's not, agrees with it, but anyway, we'll take it to keep the fans only just involved.
Got to stay engaged. Keep the fans engaged.
That's the 13th man on the field. You'll take it any way you can get. Try to slow down these Vasqueros offense. So far, the Panthers defense have been able to do it the last few drives, but to no avail. They had the Vasqueros backed up inside their own end zone, so hopefully they can try and back them up here and try to get that ball back, Coach.
Yeah, they'll get it back. I got faith. Good kickoff. Keep them inside the 25. Then get the turnover.
So back deep to receive this kickoff will be number 4, Xavier Nolan. Number 32, Mr. Nathan Denny, standing at their own 5-yard line. 97 follows Gomez. Kicks this away to Nolan. Nolan trying to follow his blockers, hitting the right side of the field. Just has a swarm of blockers right in front of him. Finally tripped up, but not until he passed midfield to the 40. Finally tackled. Probably about the 41-yard line, Coach.
See, this was my thing right here. This is how I got to the pros, by playing on kickoff coverage. And I saw a guy running down, and he didn't squeeze and get across face of the runner. He was unblocked, and had he done that, we make the play exactly like I called it. We get the ball, we knock them down inside the 25. By not doing proper technique, which I'm sure his coaches taught him, especially on block, look where they got the ball at now.
So the Vasqueros are able to get a nice return from Nolan to pass the ball midfield into PV territory at the Panthers' 42-yard line. So the Vasqueros get this moving from right to left. as we have a stoppage in a play. Don't know how a penalty marker has a delay in game already. Now, how frustrating is that to have a delay in game come out? And, I mean, seemingly it's just the first play.
I don't even understand how that can happen. I'm happy for PV.
Yeah.
And that coach is going to have a big coaching point in the meetings tomorrow about that.
So it's going to push the Mascaros back. One of, let's say, less of many mistakes they made tonight. So Mackberger looking to pass a little play action design here and able to distract the Panthers defense as he was able to connect to his tight end, number 8, Ismo Flores over there, coach, on the right side.
Kid looks good. He was wide open. The delayed pass, the play action fooled us.
Kind of ruled the Panthers to sleep right there. So Marburger trying to see if he can extend this lead right here. This is going to be handed off to Denny, running to the right side now. Still on his feet. Got an extra push from his offensive line. Somehow was just shrugging off Panthers defenders on them off that run, coach.
They must have a good weight room. I wish I could see a picture of their weight room right now. I bet it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I got a chance to see their stadium too, though. It looks very beautiful. I can only imagine what their weight room looks like.
I know they invested a lot in their program.
So they're going to be handed off to Denny, but Denny's going to be met immediately in the backfield by number 3 for the Panthers. Now with Sterling Roberts on the tackle. Sterling Roberts hit that hole. Kind of remind you of yourself back in the day playing the linebacker, coach, huh?
Remind me of my man back in the day, Jerome 40 Howard. That was my guy now. One of the best linebackers ever come through PV.
That tackle for a loss. He netted for a loss of 3, so Marburg gets it in the shot confirmation. Look at the pass. This is going to be incomplete.
More pressure by number 3.
Again, more pressure right there by Roberts. Luckily, he didn't get flagged with the late hit right there.
No, that's not late hit.
Yeah, it's a different time now, coach. It's a different time now. So Roberts able to apply enough pressure on Baumberger to have him rush this throw to force the 3rd and 13 now.
Let's go 3rd and 13.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right.
See, I don't like to not bring the heat, though.
Marburger looking to pass. It was going to be incomplete. Good coverage right there by the Panthers corner. Darling Stern Jr. was intended for number 14.
All right. Every now and then you win with coverage. I like to win with bringing the heat.
You see right there, the Panthers did a nice job. That extra coverage, man, that Coach Northern would have rather liked to see in the quarterback's face was at least there to break up the pass that was intended for number 14, Tony Diaz. Could have would rather like the pick right there.
Oh, yeah.
Almost caught a break right there. This field goal attempt is up, and it's good. So the 39-yard field goal.
Hey, that's a good way for that defense to step up after that long kickoff. They brought the ball all the way across midfield. Only got 15, 20 yards after that. Good job, PV defense.
Absolutely. You'll take that win if you're the Panthers defense, because it seemed like the Mascaros offense is about to put up another 7 with the great starting field position, as Coach Northern mentioned.
Yeah, this is manageable.
So now the Mascaros are able to add on 3 to their lead to make it now 20-7 now. But now the Panthers are going to get the ball back with 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. But the Panthers only have 1 timeout remaining, but they still do have the 2-minute timeout. So seemingly they still have 2 timeouts here, Coach.
We got a chance. We got a chance to put up some points. I think Prairie View's receivers match up well against their defensive backs. If Prairie View's offense is not scared to test them downfield, I think we can make some plays, even get some pass interference.
So if you're the Panthers here, are you trying to take up as much time as on your clock and at least come away with 3, because you're going to get the ball back to start off the second half?
So most teams not only practice the 2-minute drill every week, also practice the 4-minute drill. What are we going to do with 4 minutes on the clock? 4 minutes when we're up, 4 minutes while we're down.
As this one's going to be caught and returnable for the PV return man, trying to follow his blockers, trying to make a cut on the right side, then back up the field. Seemed like he almost had a hole, and he found a way to slip it through there, Coach. It would have been some danger.
Almost snuck through, but we're across the 30. Only got 60-something yards left in 4 minutes. I think we can make something happen.
Yeah, that was number 14, Kellen Stewart, on the return right there. You can say one thing, the Panthers returners, runners are patient enough to try to follow their blockers, but that Fiscaro's defense and special teams are swarming to the ball if you get them any time.
Yeah. These guys, they don't have one guy with a big stomach on their. These guys are fast, they're strong, they're ready to roll, but that PV mentality can take them.
So now Cameron Peters and his offense ready to go. He had 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. This is a design quarterback draw. And Peters is going to take this one and move it positive for a positive gain of about 7-8 yards there, Coach.
So I'm looking at this. I think they're in 2-minute drill form. A lot of times when you run 2-minute drill, you start with a draw or a screen just to see if you can get about 5 yards. Prairie View's already ahead of the sticks. Good choice.
So now it's a 2nd down and 3 now. Ball is spotted at their own 39-yard line. This ball's going to be fake the handoff to Bateman. This ball's going to be intended for the receiver, number 9, Oho. But Cam Peters probably put a little bit too much on it, but it hit off the receiver's hand, so it kind of go 50-50 on them both.
Hit it with both hands. Come on, you got to take the receiver's job is no matter where the ball is, if it's close to him, if it touches your glove,
touches your hand,
you got to make your quarterback look good.
Yes, sir. So it's going to stop the clock and force a 3rd down and 3 now. We have some substitutions coming in for both teams, coming in to run now before the Panthers will be number 26, Campbell. He's coming in for Bingman. So now the Panthers got the correct substitution and formation out on the field.
Let's go up top on this DB to the bottom side. He's giving you space. Go down, take him.
It's a design quarterback, keeper. And this was going to go. He's getting an extra push. It's Peters from his offensive line. And you see some extra pushing on after the play. Don't want to catch any fouls and push this one back.
I'm kind of liking the pushing. It's reminding me that, like if we keep this thing close, pull off a victory, maybe we could turn this thing into an in-state rivalry or something.
Might as well. Like I said, this is the first matchup between. Hopefully, it might not be the last between the two. Panthers are trying to at least keep themselves in this one game right now. Keep it one game at a time.
Stay in the game and then pull this thing off and in.
So it's a 1st and 10 now, so Peter was able to pick up the first down with his legs. Only needed 3, got 5 right there, so this one's going to fake the handoff to Bateman now. Peters rolling to the left, looking to pass, and he's going to just take this one and roll it. Had nowhere to throw it to on that side. Tried to deke the defender, tried to get him off of him, but again, like I said, that Fiscaro's defense, it's just swarming to the ball, Coach.
It's swarming to the ball. Receivers need to do a little bit harder working to get open for their guy.
So now it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Looked like Peters may have seemed like he got a little bit more yardage on that, but say he only got 3. So 2nd and 7, ball is spotted at their own 47-yard line. Clock is going to continue to roll. This might be the last play until the 2-minute warning, and it is. This ball's going to be handed off to Bateman, and Bateman going to try and make a jump cut back up the middle of the field. But
you're not going too far if you jump into 94's hands, though.
No, sir. He's been busy all day, Coach. So that will stop matters here just for a little while we'll take a little time out here in the 2-minute timeout. The Panthers are going to have it looking at a 3rd down and 6, but trailing right now by a score of 20-7 here at Panthers Stadium here in Prairie View, Texas. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panthers Stadium as we get ready. We're about to get set, coming out the 2-minute timeout. And I know this probably got to be your favorite time of the year, Coach. College football just now getting started, and the NFL officially already kicked off Thursday, but the rest of the league will join the 4 teams, I should say, that completed already. But how do you feel about the NFL being ready to open up back tomorrow?
Like, seriously, this time of year makes me proud to be not only a football player, but like an American. I know a lot of times people have trouble with, people have issues with America being how it is sometimes, but this is the only place in the world that we have football season and the freedom to enjoy this type of atmosphere, this type of environment from the time we're babies until we're grown men.
Absolutely. So now the Panthers coming out of that 2-minute timeout, looking to see if they can continue this drive here. It was a 3rd and 6. We think Peters picked up the first down with his legs. We'll see if they will be generous with his spot. And it looks like he does have enough for the first down.
7 yards on the run. First down, Prairie.
The stop momentarily saying he's a yard shy of the first down. So it is a 4th and 1. We'll see if they try to get this corrected. As they got to stop it in the play just to get the correct time. But
I thought for sure that was the first down.
Absolutely.
It's
Got to stop it in the play just right now. Again, they're not checking to measure the ball at all. They're just trying to get the game clock right because Peters did run out of bounds right now. Probably did hear the game announcer say first down. We were under the impression that was a first down too.
And that's why you see a lot of times quarterbacks will use that flag football technique where they'll stick that thing out to get that extra foot or that extra few yards. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I mean, from here, it was clearly a first. But I'm 51 and I'm 100 yards away from what happened. So I'm all right.
So this one's going to be handed off to Bingman, and I don't think he got it, Coach. I don't think he got the 1 yard that he needed. They kept the offense out on the field on that 4th and 1, and the Vaqueros get a defensive stop to turn it over on downs.
It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. In a situation like this, you have to make your play. And those guys made the choice and made it happen. Our guys, we weren't so successful.
It was like you said, it seemed like the Panthers are willing to run the ball, but they're not able to be successful, at least trying to get it past that front 4, front 5 of the Vaqueros today.
Yeah, they got some big guys, they got some strong guys. We needed to capitalize, we just didn't.
So now let's go in to flip the ball over to the Vaqueros offense, and they're going to get this one moving from right to left. Officially spotted at their own 48-yard line now. So the Vaqueros, if I'm not mistaken, still have all 3 timeouts still.
Because they knew it was a first down.
1 minute and 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They lead it by a score of 20-7 over the Panthers. As we have some more stoppage in the play.
That's crazy.
Having some issues with the game clock.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Chief, this is probably why I'm not a head coach right now. Because I get to call the game. I call the game emotional, and now I want to send my all-out blitz so I can see if we get the ball back with some time left on the clock.
So we'll see what they decide to do here. 1st and 10 for the Vaqueros. The ball's going to be handed off to the running back, Denny. Denny runs to the right side of the field, but I don't think he even got back to the original line of scrimmage. Nice job with the Panthers defense. Seems like for the first of hopefully many a swarm into that ball right there on that tackle.
Good pursuit. First time we've seen a tackle for loss in a while.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12 now for the Vaqueros. Going to keep the clock rolling, stayed in bounds on that carry. 1 minute and 15 seconds now. Marburger looking to pass, is going to connect with the receiver, just sitting in a soft zone up the defense right there. Was number 11, Tavion Cord.
I'd like to see that safety moved up a little bit to take away that soft zone. He can still get to his drop, but just kind of disguise it a little bit so guys can't just get that easy release, catch the ball, and get 7 yards.
Yeah, right there. He was able to go for 15 right there to keep the change and the drive alive for the Vaqueros. So now Marburger looking to pass, going to connect to his running back, Dennis, on the left side of the field. And Dennis is just going to do it himself. Connected was Marburger to Dennis on the left side on the field on the swing connection right there. And it seemed like maybe Dennis was going to go only run for about 5 yards, but Dennis over here throwing defenders off him, coach, and maybe to pick up an extra 5 yards after that.
Yeah, defenders got to get closer to their coverage.
Now it's going to make it another 1st and 10 now. Ball is in Panthers territory, officially at the Panthers 29. Clock stop at 50 seconds. Now Marburger gets the snap, looking to pass, has all day to connect with his wide receiver again, number 11, Cord, just sitting in that soft spot of the defense. Cord and Marburger on the same page right there, but we do have a penalty marker coming in from the back side of the play.
It's either holding or roughing the pass. Let's see what we got. Bring him back.
So the Panthers catch a break right there. 2 back-to-back plays
Offense number 4.
from
Back it up.
Marburger to Cord, but the last one was going to be neglected by the offensive holding.
I'd like to see these guys play a little bit more man. Sometimes coaches feel like you have to blitz and play man. You can still run your 4-man front and play man behind it. I think this gives a guy this gives a guy a chance to challenge himself better, to where he can challenge that offensive player a little bit better. When you come from Texas, when you come from Houston, you learn about being trill, you learn about pimp C, bun B. You know about going man versus man. That helped. That was my thing when we played ball here. We had real good guys at man coverage, but not the best guys at zone coverage, because we're better at going man for man instead of worrying about an area. If we can get better coverage and not have these guys so wide open when they make these catches, then we can get them down right now. That's not what we're doing right now. We need to make that happen to get off this field.
Absolutely. So we had a little stoppage in the play right there as the Vaqueros took their. Say they have 1 timeout remaining. I apologize. And the Panthers still have 2 timeouts. Don't know why the scoreboard is saying 20-13, but that's not correct, as this was going back into play. This is going to be a pass connected to from Marburger to the wide receiver, Tony Diaz. Diaz coming on the drag and then able just to stiff arm a defender to keep the play alive.
It's too much space. There's too much space. Challenging man to man. Keep it real, keep it trill, and now let's make a play.
So it was a 1st down and 20, makes it down a 2nd down and 9. Diaz was able to run out of bounds and stop the clock at 34 seconds, and this was going to be a pass from Marburger connecting to his running back, Dennis, on the quick angle route right there. It was just 4 seconds off the game clock, but a positive yardage again for the Vaqueros.
Need to bring that heat right here.
So it is a 3rd down and manageable now for the Vaqueros. Clock stopped at 30 seconds. You're looking at about a 3rd down and 4, long 5. Ball is at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Let's go. Need to stop. Bring some heat from that edge.
Shotgun formation for Marburger. Gets a snap, looking to pass. Has all day to throw. This one's going to be incomplete. You can say it was in the area of Kyron Lee, but him and Kyron Lee were not on the same page, because that ball could have been picked off for the Panthers.
I'm telling you what I'm seeing. This quarterback, if you put some heat on it, he will give you the ball. I can see it based off his footwork.
So that's going to bring out the field goal unit once again for the Vaqueros. This is going to be a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Block that kick.
Kick is up, and it is no good. So the Panthers catch a break there, Coach. Seems like.
Let's go. I'm guessing we're going to take the knee right here and go in down 14.
Is that what you're going to do with 1 timeout remaining, 19 seconds? You're going to be a little conservative?
I'll probably bomb.
Right, yeah.
At least throw one bomb.
Really try 1 time?
Yeah, at least 1.
You got to at least here, at least, because you still could somehow, some way get 3 if you don't get 7.
Still could, you're right.
You still have 1 timeout remaining, and the clock does stop for a little while to get the clocks and to change the situation. So we'll see what the Panthers try to draw up here, but it just looks like they're going to be conservative here, as they're just going to take a knee and take this on into the halftime. So that's well works to stop things here. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros so far have not disappointed from their last week. Right now, leading by a score of 20-7 over the Prairie A&M University Panthers, and so far the Panthers got to go back and assess things on the drawing board, Coach?
It's not hard on the board.
Yeah.
It's hard on this field because they're going against a well-coached team with some good-looking athletes. So it's going to be tough, but it's not like it's not doable. It's definitely doable. PV can get it done.
Absolutely. Like I said, you did mention, like I said, you never had to, say, prepare for a team that was just making their first appearance, but you have had to play against teams for the first time. I mean, it's not easy to prepare for because, like I said, you only get really that one really film to look on them if you're, like I say, for the Rio Grande, you know, for Prairie. So, like I said, how do you prepare? You got to at least one half of physically fill them out. What adjustments are you needing to make for the Panthers?
So it's like that boxing match. You see what kind of punches they're gonna throw. They're gonna jab. They're gonna give you the hook. What are they coming with? Now you see that, and I think that Rio Grande Valley gave PV their best shot. That's the best part about it. They gave us their best shot, and PV stood up. I think. Could we do a little bit better? Of course. But going against a team from a bigger conference, whether it's a new program or not, I'm proud of Prairie View's performance. Just wish, a couple of plays here and there would have been a little bit better.
Absolutely. So we'll step away for halftime. Keep it right where you got it, though. UT Rio Grande Valley Vasquez leading by a score of 20-7. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
39.
All right.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panther Stadium at Blackshear Field, where the Panthers are going to get this opening kickoff to start the second half of football. But this first kickoff does go out of bounds, so the Panthers might catch a little break and some little positive momentum to start off this second half of football, Coach. Right now, trailing the score 20-7. A lot of things got to go in their way.
I tell you what, I hate that this ball went out of bounds because every return, Prairie View has been getting it to about the 30-35. And when you can return like that, one time you can pop it all the way. So I like the field position, but I think they kind of took away a play from us. So, let's see how it goes.
So we'll see what the Panthers can draw up here, moving from left to right. Trailing by a score of 27. This will be the start of the third quarter. So this ball's going to be handed off to Bingman. Bingman runs to the left side of the field, trying to throw off defenders. Was originally wrapped up for a loss about 2 yards right there, but able to get 2 yards on the carry right there was Bingman, Coach.
Scrape forward, got a few out of nothing.
As we have an injured Mascaro on the field right now, so we'll take a little break momentarily. So when we have it, we'll be looking at a 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panthers Field. That injured Mascaro was number 42, Nathan Herrera. He was able to finally walk off the field in his own power, so that's a good sign for the Mascaro. So to bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Ball is spotted at their own 37-yard line. Peters working in a shotgun formation. Split receivers, 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Peters gets the snap, looking to pass, has some nice time to throw in the pocket. This one is going to be incomplete, intended for the number 9, Ronnie Oho. Was too high for Oho. If he was able to bring that one down, Oho might have run that one in for a 6, Coach.
Once again, I'm telling you, it's breathing techniques with this quarterback. He was kind of stepping back when he was in his throwing motion and just didn't get enough oomph on it. Now, we got a chop block right here, so that's going to cost us lose some yards. It's tough for us to win when we have penalties like that. We don't capitalize on opportunities.
Yes, sir. Seemingly the Panthers, for the most part, did have some clean football. They only committed 1 penalty for 5 yards in that first half, but already not to a good start this first opening drive. The Mascaros are able to outgain the Panthers 240 total yards to 97 in that first half. So 2 tales of 2 different stories in that first half.
2nd down.
So now to bring up a 2nd down and 23 now for Cameron Peters and his offense. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Fakes the handoff to Bigman. Was a RPO action, but Peters threw that one behind the intended receiver, Oho, once again. Kind of want that one back. If he could hit Oho's drive right there that would have got probably most of that penalty yardage back, if not some more than 2.
Yeah, you got good quarterbacks hit receivers in stride to where they can always get some yards after the catch. That's not really happening today. We need to make some plays like that that's gonna get this ball moving, get these sticks moving.
Clock stopped at 14:21. Panthers looking at a 3rd down and 23, pushed all the way back to their own 22 now. Empty shotgun look for Peters, looking to pass, going to connect to Oho on the underneath drag. Oho trying to follow his blockers on the right side of the field, coming across from the left side. But he's not even going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th down, going to say maybe 15. And it looks like the Panthers were keeping the offense out on the field, but that's with a way too long of a 4th down to try to even go for it, because if you didn't get it, the Mascaros would have got it with good starting field position. So Jermaine Jackson's going to let the punt this one over to try to flip the field over.
Yeah, let's flip that field. Let's get a boomer right here.
To punt for the Panthers will be number 48, Adam Atwell.
Good kick, good kick, good kick.
Adam Atwell is going to get a nice pin to the Mascaros, but a nice open field tackle by number 42, Landell Ngui, on the tackle right there.
Just what we needed right there.
So it's going to actually pin the Mascaros inside their own 10-yard line. So
about a 60-yard, 65-yard field flip.
Yes, there was a nice boot by Atwell right there. So Panthers are able to flip the field. Last time they had the Mascaros pinned inside their own 10, they were able to force a 3 and out, and they were able to find a way to put 7 on the board. So this is where the Panthers would like to see this drive start out.
This how I did last time. Let's make it happen one more time.
So the Mascaros moving from right to left. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. That is number 12, Marnberger. Marnberger is going to try to give this one to his running back. Let his running back try to create something there. And his running back Denny's going to maybe get about a 2-yard reception right there.
I tell you what, when you get chopped down like that with that helmet and that shoulder pad to the knee, you pop up fast, man, but that stuff hurt.
Yes, sir. So now to break up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Mascaros. Ball is spotted at their own 11-yard line. Now Dennis moves from left to right side of the quarterback. This ball's going to be handed to Denny's now. Denny's trying to run to the right side, but he met a hole, a wall.
I'm telling you, after that hit on 1st down, that running back saying, man, please don't give it to me. I'm hurt right now. Give it to somebody else. They gave it to him again. We got a tackle for loss. Now we got 3rd and long. Let's go PV.
So now they're actually going to say he got a loss of 2 yards on that one. So to push it back to a 3rd down and 10 now for the Mascaros.
Now, I'm telling you, if we bring this heat right here, watch the quarterback feet move, we're going to make a play. Bring some heat. Got to bring some heat, though. Got to put some pressure in his face. He'll start dancing. Positive play for PV. I'm calling it right now.
Shotgun formation for Marnberger, looking to pass. Don't know if he got out of it, but he did not, and he got sacked. So right play call by Coach Northern from up here. Looks like they're listening from the headset up here.
I'm not claiming to be a football genius, but I'm a football genius. Good job, PV defense. Good job, coaches. Good job, players. So that's just what we needed.
Yes, sir. You needed that sack of loss of 4 yards right there. So that's going to bring out the punting unit. And it's going to be pinned deep inside of his end zone once again as number 47.
Let's go set up that wall return and take it to the house.
So there's number 97, Nathan Dillon, as this one's going to take this time a Mascaros bounce.
Not bad. Not bad, PV.
So
not bad, PV.
Panthers are going to get this one now. Their 2nd drive of things started at their own, let's say, 44-yard line.
All right, so here's what I'm noticing right now. PV needs a crowd coach.
Absolutely.
Like that series should have been celebrated. Where is our band right now? What is going on?
I guess we'll just say the band just got through performing. I don't want to give anybody no excuses, but I can see the frustration where that was a huge, important drive right there. You would like to see a lot more life in here. You got
to celebrate these boys and give them more incentive to do the same thing next series.
So now the Panthers coming out with a new quarterback now back there is number 21, Tevin Carter. As he's going to hand this off to Bingman. Bingman hitting the right side. Bingman's got one man to beat. Bingman's trying to step him off, but nice pursuit to force him out of bounds. Was the corner number 22 for the Vasqueros. That was Dorian Blackwell. But Bingman coach was able to bounce it out to the right side of the field and pick up positive gain of 20 yards on that one.
This is my first time seeing the new quarterback.
Yes, sir. You can see that now. He's wearing not your typical quarterback number. He comes in wearing number 21. That is your Tevin Carter. Now, Tevin Carter is the quarterback now, looking to pass, stepping on the pocket. He's going to take a shot. The receiver's going to be caught. Connecting on the wheel route to his tight end.
What did Coach Jackson say at halftime?
Say connected number 11, Rockwell on that reception. So they say Tevin Carter Jr.
Tevin Carter Jr.
connecting with the junior Rockwell on the gain right there. So,
yep.
Carter
Jr. from Memphis
coming in as the backup quarterback. Seeming like he got this offense moving in the right direction. Now Carter looking to pass, going to complete this to Rockwell on the right side. Rolling to his right. It's going to be a short gain. I'm going to say he probably picked up about 6 yards on that catch.
It's a good looking drive. Let's keep it moving.
And I was just about to touch on that, Coach. A lot of mostly the new quarterbacks now are not wearing your standard quarterback number just to get the defense thrown off guard.
It's possible one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time wore a number in the 20. He's number 22. You might have heard of a guy named Doug Flutie.
So this one's going to be kept by Carter, the quarterback, on the read option right there. He's going to run that one for a positive gain for about 3 yards right now. So the Panthers trying to work quickly here as Carter's trying to relay the message to his offensive line as they're trying to line up quickly here. The ball is spotted inside the 10, spotted at the Vaqueros 8-yard line. This ball's going to be handed off to the running back, Bigman. Don't know if he's in yet, waiting for an indicator.
Come on.
The VAR officials marking it short. So it's going to be a 4th and inches. Tried to give it to Bingman, but Bingman couldn't get it in. So this one now.
I see a first down marker over there.
This ball's going to be handed off to Bingman once again. Okay, so the Panthers were able to get the first down. I thought it was a 4th and goal. The markers are not really being our best friend right now. But we have a stoppage in the play. Looks like there's a hurt Panther on the field, but we're staying right here.
Now. I noticed someone, I couldn't tell the number, but someone from Rio Grande just came up and put a hit on one of our guys that was so vicious.
So as we try to identify who this hurt Panther is, right now the Panthers are looking at a second 2nd and goal now. So they say that 3rd down run by Bingman is enough to pick up the first down. So the clock stopped at 8:24, but the Panthers have a chance to make this a very interesting contest, Coach.
I'm telling you, it's interesting to see with some new energy with 21 in.
Yes, sir. Tevin Carter.
Now I mentioned this guy earlier. I mentioned Doug Flutie earlier. Playing with Buffalo, we had a quarterback controversy. We had this tall guy with the big arm, Rob Johnson, signed a $5 million contract. He was going to be our guy, but he really wasn't the winner. With all due respect, he wasn't the guy. When we brought Doug in the game, no matter what, even though Doug was the shorter guy, didn't have the biggest arm, we always thought we had a shot. We always figured if we got the ball at the end of the game, somehow Doug is going to pull it off. Doug is going to make a play for us. What that does is it gives you a full team confidence, not only your people on offense, but it gives your defense a chance to feel like, hey, man, if I go out there and do my job, I don't have to worry so much about sudden change. I can rest on the sideline fully and get all of my oxygen, get my water, get my conditioning, get my game plan in for my next defensive series instead of worrying, when is my quarterback going to throw an interception? When is my quarterback going to fumble the ball? When is my quarterback going to get knocked out and end up on jacked up?
Yes, sir.
You remember jacked up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was Rob. Our quarterback, he used to get hit so hard, he used to always end up on jacked up. And it's hard to have confidence in a guy like that who's not making the plays for you. And even though he might be a good guy, you still need a playmaker, somebody you can believe in. It seems like with these few plays in this series, that's what we have with number 21 out there, with Carter out there. Hopefully they can keep it up. Got the injured player off the field. Hopefully he can get fixed up, get back out into the game later on, and continue his mission to get this victory.
Yeah, that was number 72, the offensive lineman, Caden Bowers. But Caden Bowers had to be helped off the field. But now the Panthers are ready to go and try to get this one in. And as they line up for the tush push, waiting for the signal, the Panthers are signaling as a touchdown.
Come on, ref.
What do you mean? It's
Waiting
not
for the official. Still don't have no call. And now we finally have a touchdown. So Carter, from 1 yard out, is able to get pushed inside into the end zone. Now our score is 20-13 here. Just when you thought this game was getting over and away from you, the Panthers, you're right there and still in it, Coach.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful that it played out just like we were asked by some spectators, hey, do you think we got a shot? And we do have a shot. If we do this, and this. That's what PV did, and we're now within 7 with a PAT pending.
Yes, sir. Number 47, Aiden Webb, is on to kick the point out attempt to try to only put the Panthers down 6 here. Point out attempt.
Chick, you play sports?
.804 remaining here in the third quarter. The kick is up, and it is good. So 8:04 remaining here in the third quarter of play. The Vasquez lead is cut down only to 6 now, Coach. So it'll be the Panthers. Everything is working, it seems like, in your favor now.
Man, look, I'm getting chills right now with these young men who just left, walking off. The spirit, the pride that they have in Prairie View. They asked us about what we thought about the game, and it's playing out just like we expected. These young boys, because, man, I'm 50. I'm 51 right now. Those young boys showed love and showed respect for the game, and for an old school dude like me, I love it, man. That's why I love this swag, man. That's why I love this black thing. That's why, man, I can't get enough of it, Coach. I can't get enough.
Yeah, that's nice, Coach. And actually, you can't get enough to it because now the Panthers make this a lot more interesting contest for you. It almost feels like you're backed out there on the field, Coach.
We got a game now. I'm telling you, man, if I didn't have this shirt on, you see chill bumps busting through this thing because we got PV back in the game, baby.
There's one thing, Coach Northern's going to pump up this team if no one else would do it.
As a coach, I never felt this feeling as a Prairie View Panther coach. I feel it, and I'm not even feeling it. My brothers say, hey, man, look, go to the game. Of course.
So now the Panthers are going to kick this off, only trailing by a score of 20-14. If you go back and look at the first half of stats, you probably would have said this one would have been over before you know it. The Scarrows were able to total 243 total offense, with 172 of those being passing, 71 of those being rushing yards. They played a clean first half of football, getting 4 penalties for a total of 41 yards. They were able to pick up 14 first downs. But one surprising stat that will have you kind of shaking your head, they have not picked up a first down yet, Coach. They're 0 for 7 on third downs conversion.
That's a key stat.
Yes, sir. But for the Panthers, they are 2 of 10 on third down conversions.
As a defense, you want to hold your opponent to about around 20% on third down. Prairie View's doing it. They're doing a good job. Prairie View's doing a better job. that's why we're still in this game.
Absolutely, and you go back to that time of possession. It seems like the Vaqueros had it seemed like majority of that first quarter, but somehow the Panthers are able to outgain the Vaqueros right now, 19-17 minutes right now. But if you can control the time of possession, you got a great chance of winning the game, Coach.
Yeah. Time of possession, turnovers, and penalties. If we can win that battle, we'll stay in this game, pull out the victory.
Yes, sir. We only have one turnover in this game, and that was recovered.
Drop it.
It's going to be a muff ball. Don't know if it got recovered by the Panthers.
As soon as I saw that it was the 90s numbers back there, that's why you heard me say drop it. That's what we're looking for as a coach. Where is the guy who normally doesn't do that? Let's find him and see if we can make a play. And we were that close.
So the Panthers almost caught a break right there. The muff kickoff return. But Dennis.
32.
Yes, sir.
32, Johnny on the spot once again.
Yes, sir. Dennis making
He's a good player. He's legit.
Locked in right there. The graduate right there locked in. The fall in on the muff kickoff return. So the Vaqueros catch a break and get this one. 1st and 10, but they have this at their own 19. McBurger looking to pass. Is going to be caught. Just split in the zone right there. Nice placed ball right there.
Right in the crease of the cover 2.
Connecting with number 14, Tony Diaz right there.
Good news is defense should be rested and ready to make a play.
So now the Vaqueros trying to work quick now. McBurger's going to hand this off to the running back, number 32.
That was just a good play. That's you can't really. That was one of those ones. You know, sometimes guys get mossed. There's no way to defense a perfect situation when you get mossed. You just can't.
Well, you can say that's his second moss of the game. Just a better ball, but a better catch. And this was going to be handed off to the running back.
Good defensive play.
Handed off to number 20.
Good job, Big 99.
DJ Denton on the carry right there. Say he actually got no yardage on that carry, so to bring up a 2nd down and 10, ball was past midfield into the Panthers territory, officially at the Panthers 37-yard line.
Let me give a special shout out to 99, Elijah Warren Sparks. I love 99.
Now, Marbury looking to pass, rolling to the right.
They holding him.
Trying to find the receiver, is just going to try to just dump this one out, but actually just kept this one just forced out of bounds. Marbury was trying to dump this out to his running back before running out of bounds, but just had to keep it. And they say that was a nice veteran play by the quarterback, just keeping it, not trying to force it right there.
What I saw is I saw my man 99 getting held up in there. If they let him go, he got a sack. But here's what I would like to see: better pursuit by these Panthers, and then we get him down.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Vaqueros. Shotgun formation for Marburger. Signals a man in motion from the left to right.
Cover him up.
The pass is going to take a shot downfield. It's going to be incomplete.
Nice. Very nice.
You'll take it right there. A ball that was underthrown slightly.
I'm telling you, it goes back to what I said in the first half. Quarterback wasn't as comfortable as he would like to be. He moved his feet just a little bit. He had an open receiver, but the pressure from the Prairie View defense, my man Sparks, like the spark, and let's go.
So the Panthers are getting some late substitution out on the field right now, but the Vaqueros are going to bring out the punting unit for this punt. 97. Nathan Dilling. Punt is going to be fair catch signal made by number 10. That is Dennis Allen.
All right. Key series right here. Let's get 3. Let's get 7. Let's go up.
Made by Andre Dennis. My apologies. So Andre Dennis, fair catch signal made at about his 6-yard line. So that's where the Panthers are going to get to say about the 7.
21's coming back out.
So it looks like Tremaine Jackson liked what he saw out of Carter from that last drive, as they were able to put up points on that board. So now they're trying to see if they can take their first lead here in this game after this drive, Coach.
I see we got a new cornerback down here, too.
Carter's going to hand this off to Bingman. Bingman has one man to beat. Bingman's at the 30. Bingman's at the 45. And finally angled out of bounds. Don't have a late penalty marker. Bingman tried to do a nice job of selling it right there. Try to get an extra 15, but nevertheless, the huge game of 40 yards almost right there is going to stand. We'll say you got about 35-yard gains right there, Coach.
Let's go.
So you can hear that run right there, get the faithful few pumped back into this game.
They're like old Babers from back in the day.
Now, Carter signals Bingman into motion. Bingman running into motion on the right side, looking to pass. So we'll take a shot downfield and try to connect to Bingman.
He should have went deep. He should have went deep.
Coach Norland wants to have that play back. We have a stoppage in the play right now. Looks like there might be a hurt. There is a hurt Mascara over there on the PD sideline. So we'll step away momentarily right now. Clock stopped at 5:01, but keep it right where you got it. This one's got a whole lot of interest, ladies and gentlemen. The UT Rio Grande Valley Mascara is on top right now by a score of 20-14 over the Panthers, but the Panthers have the ball, threatening to take the lead. Keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panther Stadium, as this is going to be kept by Carter. Carter probably got a good positive game for about 4 yards right there, depending on the spot, Coach.
Carter, the ball carrier.
Now it's going to make it a 3rd down and say a long 7 now for the Panthers. Ball is spotted at their own 45-yard line. Again, moving from left to right. Campbell's the new running back in now. Carter signals in motion, moving to the left side. Carter looking to pass. Going to take a shot. Just going to hit with his tight end underneath. And this is going to be caught and trying to make defenders move and miss. We do have a late penalty marker coming in. Don't know if it's going to go against the Panthers. Might be for a blind side block.
Making the catch, number 83.
Didn't watch the replay. Didn't look like it was that much of a call to throw the flag out on that one, but we'll see while the officiators get together to talk about it.
Wave it off.
Yes, sir. So it looks like they are going to wave it off. And the result will be a 1st down. So the reception was made by number 83, Cameron Bonner. Bonner coming across the field on the drag was able to make a Mascaro defender miss and hit it on the outside and pick up the rest of the feet right there, Coach. So this one's ready to go. Carter looking to pass. We got a stoppage in the play right now for whatever reason. Probably the ball was not ready to. So the clock operation, well, let's break it down. Everybody was not in sync with their head man ready to go when that play was ready to go. But now the head officials finally getting things situated. The clocks and the chains are finally in tune now. But the second that official gets away from the ball, it should be live ball ready to go. But
That's
now,
what it looked like. Looked like we had a play. Looked like we had getting a little momentum going.
now there was a little stoppage, but now the Panthers are ready to go back out there. They got the right personnel right now. Carter's still the quarterback on this drive. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right.
Right in that zone
looking
right
to
there.
pass, trying to avoid the pressure.
He open right there.
Looking for a chance going to connect. Get this tight end. Ethan. Tavion Jones, but we do have a penalty marker
They switched the quarterback.
in the back.
It was so away from the play.
So it is a holding that's going to go against the Panthers.
Just what you don't need when you got that momentum going.
Absolutely. And it just seems like the Panthers are just shooting themselves in the foot right now.
It was one of those situations where it seems like if the offensive lineman had just let him go an instant sooner, then we get that completion, get that first down. That was a big play.
Yeah, that would have been a huge gain for about 20 yards right there, but now it pushes the Panthers back to a 1st and 20. Ball is past midfield, back on their own 38. Did get someone to jump off sides. Don't know if we got the Vasqueros to jump first, but looks like it's going to go against the Panthers, as they will be flagged for the false start.
2 in a row.
Offense.
2 in a row. We got to negate those penalties.
You ready to go?
One good play could negate those penalties, and we can still get back on track.
So the Panthers are moving backwards, where it seems like this drive was moving forward where they couldn't be stopped. But I found a way they can't be stopped, Coach Nolan.
Those penalties. Nobody can stop you like you.
You know, absolutely.
Hey, that's a life lesson for all the kids out there. Nobody can stop you like you.
Now Carter trying to set here the pass. Now rolling a step in the pocket. Trying to create, and had a receiver over there to the left if he wanted to complete to, but just going to keep this himself and just somehow out of nowhere made nothing into something.
Wheeled himself to about 18 yards.
Yes, sir. He did a lot of running around for 20 yards, but unofficially was only able to pick up about, it seems like 8 yards on the carry.
Okay, 21 can't get hurt.
As we wait for the official spot, he ran out of bounds for
It's done.
the moment. The clock did stop, but it continues to roll here at 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Carter tried to draw off the Vasquez with a hard count. Now gets a snap.
He's open. He's open.
Taking the shot down.
Oh!
And it's going to be caught by the receiver, number 11. That is Nelson. And Nelson is still going to be shy of the first down.
AJ Brown.
It's going to make it a much more 3rd and manageable now. It was a 1st and 20 now. It's a
It's manageable. It's manageable.
3rd and 8 now, 37.
I'm telling you, it looks like we still have momentum. This team is moving the ball right now. Those guys in the white and orange are getting a little tired, I think.
Yeah, sure. They seem like they don't have an answer for the new look Carter at quarterback right now. So Carter trying to see if he can put a good drive right here. No, Carter on the design quarterback keeper, and he's just going to take this and run, trying to spin forward. Might be a yard shy of the 1st down. We'll see if they give him the forward progress, and they do, and they do. Does have enough for the 1st down.
I think that's the 1st down.
So clock continues to roll. 1:10 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. The Vasqueros still leading by a score of 20-14, but the Panthers are knocking on the door. Ball is past midfield on the Vasqueros 45-yard line. This ball is going to be passed to the receiver, number 83. That is Bonner. Bonner tried to run this to the left side of the field, trying to let the play to develop, try to wait for some blockers to get in front of him, but couldn't get there in enough time for him to extend the play long enough like he would to, but he was able to pick up 5 yards off that reception.
Picked up 5 and paid the price at the end.
So to bring a 2nd down and 5. Carter on the design quarterback keeper, but he was met immediately on that one by number 53 for the Vasquero. That was Shid Smith, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, they sent some extra guys, and 53 sliced through there and made him a play in the backfield.
53 didn't slice through there, Coach. 53 may have had his way through there, Coach. Seemed like he got there untouched.
Yeah.
O-line. If his O-line was a little bigger.
So now, like that might take things to the end of the 3rd quarter. Don't know if we get this play off. That will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So that will take us to the 4th quarter here at Panther Stadium. The Vasqueros 20, the Panthers 14. Keep it right where you got it. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Just about a couple minutes until they start this 4th quarter. But so far, the Panthers have had a overwhelmingly controlling 3rd quarter so far, Coach.
It's very impressive to see how the team went in at halftime, made some adjustments. I don't know what Coach Jackson said, but PV looks better this half than what they did the first half. If we can pull this thing off, get this score right here, get a touchdown right here in this series, man, that's going to be a lot. That's going to mean a lot for the whole season right here.
Absolutely. So the Panthers are going to get this ball. They were moving left to right. They're going to have it now going right to left on your dial. They're looking at a 3rd down and 6. Ball is spotted at the Pescaro's 33-yard line. So is this enough for you to keep the offense out on the field if you don't pick up the first down here, Coach?
It's close enough to me. With my offense moving like PV's offense move, if I'm Coach Jackson, I keep it in 21's hand and we go for 7.
I know analytics say you would keep the offense on the field on a 4th and 5, 4th and shorter than that, but it seems like the offense seemed to be clicking since Carter's got out there and had the duties for this offense.
If I get 3 yards, I'm definitely going for 3 more.
Absolutely. So you can say the defense has shown up for both sides, but mostly for the Panthers as they were able to shut out the Pescaros that 3rd quarter, a much-needed shutout. Because, like I said, it seems like the Pescaro was going to run away with this game at one point.
It looked like it. It looked like it was going to be a 60-something to 12 game. It did look good for the home team. And now it's obvious that we got a shot to pull this victory off. It's clearly obvious.
Yes, sir. So the Panthers, when we come out of this little TV timeout to start the 4th quarter, they're going to have it going into right to left facing the north end zone. It's a nice turnout here. Clear skies. Early we did have a little weather delay, but Mother Nature was not going to let this beautiful night pass us by to bring you some good football here in Prairie View's A&M University.
Oh yeah, tailgate time. I was walking through the rain trying to find me some barbecue. And the Prairie View football
I think the barbecue found you, Coach.
They set me up, man, and then the rain stopped. And look at this game now, man.
The rain gave you enough time to eat the barbecue.
It's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day.
So the Panthers are trying to make this a beautiful day and end it well with the win here. Right now, Carter and his offense ready to go back work here in the pistol formation. Got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Almost got a jump right there.
They blitzing. If we go up top, we can get this one-on-one matchup, place that ball in the right spot, touchdown right here. I'm calling it.
So Carter got the new play call too.
They bring the heat.
Offensive line.
Get the ball out.
Throw this to Bingman, and Bingman couldn't make the acrobat catch right there. Ball was a little bit low and behind him, but he would have been well short of the first down anyway. Would have probably only got 2 yards if he was lucky.
I thought that was going to be a big play. It was set up to be a big play.
Kind of just rolled out to the right. Could have probably held on to the ball just a little bit longer to let the play develop, but that pressure comes to you and you get rid of the ball.
Yeah, pressure in his face on the rollout.
So Jermaine Jackson's going to keep that offense out on the field right now, looking at this 4th and 6. Carter looking to pass. They're going to step up. He's going to keep this and run it. He's going to have enough for the first down. Just take the slide. That's what you want to at least teach your the young quarterback there. Just take the slide. Don't take the unnecessary hit. But he's able to pick up the first down that he needed and just run out of bounds right there.
That's the difference right there. That's the difference to move those chains.
So he's able to run out of bounds and get this one.
This offense is so confident right now. They will punch this ball in.
Jermaine Jackson able to keep the offense out on that 4th and 6. So something you probably would have said you still would have went for it.
I think so. So we just had a huge wave change of defense that says these guys are getting tired. Prairie View guys are staying strong. That's a big testament to their strength and conditioning.
So down Carter. Poor snap at first, able to manage it. Now trying to create something, showing off the finish. Then he's going to keep this and run it. Kudos to Carter right there. See if he has to come out of.
He's going to have to come out for 1 snap.
Carter will come out. Will have to come out of the field for 1 play because his helmet came off. So Peters is going to come out into the field for this play.
He might be able to go back in.
I was just about to say, Carter might be able to come back into the field because now we have an Mascaro on the field.
Let's keep that momentum. First of all, let's hope that this player is safe, that he's healthy, and it's nothing more than a cramp. But let's keep this momentum, though.
Absolutely. We'll just keep it right here right now. Just kind of break everything how we got it real quick. So right now, the Panthers have the ball looking at a 2nd and 8 The ball is spotted at the Buscaros 21-yard line, trailing right now by a score of 21-14. Excuse me, 20-14. So right now, you got to like your favorites right now if you're the Panthers.
Got to. You got to know that you got a shot to punch this thing in right now.
Yes, sir. Your defense has been playing really good, so you got to feel even a lot more extra confidence. You're just trying to get this one in, to trust your defense to at least hold you for the remainder of this 13 minutes that you have in this game.
Just for a sec, with your quarterback making the decision to move the ball. It was a great decision by 21 to move the ball and get a few yards. Helmet comes off. He's about to come out of the game. Bam. Right at the same time, one of their guys comes out, so it's an automatic timeout. Quarterback doesn't have to come out of the game. Bam. Get back in there. Let's score some points.
So now they're still tending to the injured Buscaros, so we'll step away momentarily. Keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, as we just got through talking. And you like the fight that the Panthers have shown so far. A game, like I said, that could have got away with them, but they found a way to stay in tune to the message that Coach Jackson relayed to them, Coach. So now we've got out of the injured timeout. The Panthers have it. 2nd and 7. Ball is at the Buscaros. Officially now their 18-yard line.
I say go up top right quick. Let's get a fade to the corner right quick.
Now Peters
they bailing out. Now they bailing. Okay. Now we see what they doing. They bailing. Let's hit them underneath.
So Peters tried to get them to jump off the hard count. He is the quarterback right now.
No pass rush. You got plenty of time.
Has enough time to pass, and this is going to be caught by the receiver. Don't know if there's a late hit. Could have thrown a flag for a late hit. The wide receiver, 83, Cameron Bonner, was well 2 steps out of bounds, but nevertheless able to get a reception. And we have another stoppage in the play right now as there's a hurt Buscaro on the field.
I don't know if he's hurt more than he's sleeping, because he was just about to get up and he's like, oh, I'm gonna lay down on the ground.
Yeah, you can see that a lot of the players or the coaches now, they try to teach their players to at least try to, let's say, little acting classes to slow the play.
Hey, come on, Hollywood, you gotta make it look a little bit better.
Yeah, because it looked like he went from his leg, then his arms. But nevertheless, I want to say it is a little serious moment as they tend to him right now.
Like he needs some CoQ10 or something out there. Is he taking my statins or something?
And see, you can tell the frustration right now by Tremaine Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not trying to be over-exaggerating right now for what will happen. The Panthers just had a big play right now, had momentum, and they were trying to
play momentum, which also could have included a half to the distance with that late push out of bounds.
Yes.
And my man said, you know what, let me just chill out for a sec. Let my guys, good move by this guy.
Yes.
I wish I would have done it myself. Let me chill out on the field, let my boys catch their breath, get them a snack, Rice Krispie treats, Gatorade, pop, whatever it takes. Y'all chill out. I'm gonna lay on the ground for a while.
Yeah, and you don't get penalized for a penalty. I mean, for a timeout yet, because it's not under a certain amount of time yet, so it doesn't really hurt you just yet. Nah. But like in a sense, like I said, the Panthers were moving well right there, and like they were going to try to snap it in real quick, but the defender right there for the Buscaros out of nowhere just fell on the ground.
Good job.
And just caught a
cramp. You know the slow clap?
Wrap him up.
That's good job. Good job, bro. That's one of my moves.
Yeah. So now the Buscaros are trying to see if they can duplicate what they did earlier in the game, was able to stop the Panthers offense earlier. Earlier they had made a field goal, but then ran into the kicker, and they was able to stop the defense.
So once again, let me say this: the crowd needs to be coached up. We should make the smallest amount of noise right now.
Now, Carter's going to be the quarterback. Carter's going to try to run this one in. Carter is going to be in from 3 yards out, and the Panthers are a point after attempt from taking their first lead in this game.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what we talked about at halftime. This is exactly what we said to those young men that asked us if we thought they have a shot. Not only do we have a shot, we took a shot, and now we're about to take a chance to go up by 1.
Coach, let me give you your credit where it's due. You can't say we talked about this. You talked about this because I don't want to be that Debbie Downer. I'm probably like the rest of everybody of PV faithful. Didn't quite believe in it the way that it was going because you had a team that just put up 66 points last week, and if you know anything about football, that 66 points is not light, as you can kind of hear the faithful here getting more into the game.
Unbelievable. Look at this atmosphere right now. Now we need the band. Now we need the cheerleaders flipping. Now we need the crowd, everybody high-fiving. This is a great atmosphere. I'm so happy to be here.
So now the Panthers, with only just 13 minutes left in this game, find a way to get their first lead into this contest, but it could have been never at a better moment.
First lead of the contest, we get a stop right here, get their defense back out on the field fast. Game done. Game over.
As you hear it here right now, the Panthers got their first lead from a 3-yard touchdown run from Carter. And it just, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if you go back and listen to where it is the first half, you'll be like, okay, this one's getting away from us. But somehow, some way, like I said, you got to keep fighting until the end, Coach.
This is the type of game against a non-conference opponent that can put more butts in the stands for the next game. Nobody expected Prairie View to do what they're doing right now. Nobody expected, half of the people here didn't expect for them to come back and have this opportunity because of how well that team looked this first half. We're back in the game. We're on top of this game. We got a good chance to establish something real great right now.
Well, that goes back to the time where, say, when you coach with your brother and you say y'all emphasized it more. Just do your job. They're not out here outdoing us. They're not being better than us. Just do your job and we can win this game.
Just keep fighting. Just keep fighting with the attitude that these guys have shown that they're fighting with, and you got a shot. Look at this. Look at what's happening right now. The people on the other side of the field, the people wearing orange right now, don't know what to think because of 66-0 last week. They thought it was going to be like that again this week. Maybe even some people from Prairie View thought it might be the same. It's not like that right now. We got a shot.
Absolutely, and like I said, at first the first half, University of Texas Rio Grande Valley was leading by a score of 20-7. So if you had to just bet your money, would the score be 21-20? I bet you everybody would have lost their money right now.
Nobody would have thought that. Nobody.
So now you can hear the band starting to make their presence known into this game. As Coach North has been crying out loud for them. Been crying out loud for them. They're finally here.
Come on. Let's kick this ball to, that's 89. Kick that ball to 89 over there.
You're going to spot them, trying to find them again. That was number 89 that bumped the punt. Let's get the kickoff return last time.
Let's get another buff.
So Villa Gomez to kick this from his left hash at about his own 35. Nolan standing at his own 5-yard line.
Fair catch. He didn't fair catch it.
This one did fair catch it, and it's going to be returned by number 89, Mateo Grajada. Check Grajada that time did fair catch it.
Did his knee touch though?
Well, it looks like it did, but I think the Fiscaro defenders were in front of him. That some of that at least that far, that closest judge over there didn't see it. It looked like he took a knee right here, but nevertheless, the Fiscaros are going to get this one with some decent starting field position. Say at about the 30-yard line.
I think they gave it to him where he caught it at, right?
Initially, if he did, it would have been at the 25.
Okay.
But they have this one at their own 30 now. Trailing for the first time in this contest comes out Marburger in his offense, looking to pass, has all day to throw, going to take a shot downfield. And if the corner would have at least turned his head around, he could have probably came away with a pickup that the ball was underthrown for the intended receiver.
I'm not sure what happened. This quarterback seems a little bit rattled since the first quarter.
No, but just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. And that's what you want to do if you're the Panthers. Keep on applying that pressure. Like I said, Marburger seemingly had a perfect first half, had all day to throw, but it seems like they said they made that adjustment and got him uncomfortable here in the second half. So now Marburger ready to go back out there, work 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Now gets the snap, looking to pass. A quick pass is going to be in and out of the hands.
Almost.
Marburger put a little bit on it too much, but a ball that probably should have been caught, but just well pursued and covered right there, all draped over top of him.
Prairie View's overdue for a turnover. It's just about that time. They're trying to give us a turnover.
Panthers force a 3rd down stop now, trying to see if they can force a 4th down. We're here, 3rd and 10. Clock stopped momentarily at 12:43. We have a stoppage in the play. There might be a false start. Saw some jump at that line.
If I'm on defense, I'm bringing 4 to their weak side. I'm running a zone blitz, and I'm letting them take what they want. I'm bringing the heat. I'm getting a sack or a forced fumble or a pick right now.
But you don't want to fall asleep too much. Mascaro have had success just running that little man across the drag underneath on the defense, just sitting in the soft zone and picking up a lot of yardage right there. So we'll see what they try to draw up for this 3rd and 15 now. Marburger can get the ball, looking to pass, has all day to throw, trying to look for a receiver, and this one's going to be caught. Throw is going to be incomplete. Couldn't make the catch. Going to the sideline. Just tight coverage right there with the sideline and a Panthers defender. Well covered right there by number 7, Kennedy Parker. And number 40, Josh Williamson. And did a nice job right there.
Even when I play Madden, I never go with just a 3-man rush. We just went with a 3-man rush, got pressure, and got the incompletion.
So now that's going to bring out the punting unit. So now back deep to receive this one. Didn't call for a fair catch. It's number 10.
He did throw a flag.
That is Andre Dennis. Andre Dennis for a second, he thought he was going to try and spin out of that one, try to make something out of nothing, but luckily held on to the ball.
That's one of the favorite jobs I never had right there, punt returner.
Yeah, why is that, Coach?
You never know, man. You look it up, wait for that ball to come down after it's been kicked a mile high, and somebody standing right in front of you ready to peel your cap.
I'm saying, but don't be greedy. Say, I'm not calling for no fair catch.
Hey, I'm a fair catcher and then still move out of the way.
So now the Panthers have this one, have a chance to seemingly can put the game away, even though I know it's a little early, but they have a chance to give themselves a cushion here. Right now, leading by a score of 21-20.
I still say go up top on 22.
So now Carter is the quarterback back out there. This ball's going to be handed off to Binkman, the running back, running to the right side. So he picked up. From here, it looked like he got a good game of 4 yards, but looking at that far judge, it's like he only got about 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, it looked farther from. Must be this sideways angle that they got us.
Yeah, just a little bit. But nevertheless, it's a positive game for them to keep the clock, continue moving. Most importantly, so it's going to make it down a 2nd down. They say he got 3, so 2nd down is 7 down for Carter in this offense. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Now he signals John, the tight end, in motion. Now he's going to hand this off to the running back, Bingman, once again. Bingman trying to let the play develop, trying to hit the right side, but couldn't really have anything to find right there.
Not too much going right there. I'm telling. Watch this. Here we go. This is the play where we go up top on 22. I'm calling it right now. 82 going up top on 22. Touchdown Panthers.
So it is a 3rd and manageable, very manageable. 3rd and 3 now for the Panthers. Ball's not at midfield yet. Ball's saying still on their own 47-yard line. Clock is still rolling. 11 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers were able to secure their first lead by scoring a 3-yard touchdown run by Carter. This ball's going to be kept by Carter on a design quarterback draw, but nice pursuit, getting to him, waiting for him. It's number 46. Michael Lucen. Looks like there is no penalty markers out on the field right now. There was some extra pushing and shoving, and my apologies, that was number 45, Spencer Rich, that went in and made that tackle on Carter. Just nice open field tackle by Carter right there.
Good job by them. I
don't like the play call right there.
I didn't like it.
But where's
So now it's going to bring out the punting unit. They weren't able to take off a lot of time off of that drive, so this was going to be punt over to number 15, Hunter Luton. But Coach, I'll let you say that was a nice open field tackle right there.
Is that Jerome Howard out there wearing that 40? I see you, 40.
Josh Williamson out there making a nice open field tackle
with the hand cast on. That's not easy.
So we have a little stoppage in the play. So we're going to take a little break. And we'll stay right here. We have a little penalty marker on the play. So we'll see what they decide to.
Could it be offside?
Well, I was going to say if it's offside.
Probably not going to be offside.
If it stands right now, the Mascaros are going to have this one at their own 14-yard line. Again, we're waiting the penalty marker right now. Right now, the Panthers might be having to re-kick it, but I'm saying, do you just take the 5 yards from the end of the kick, or you just re-kick it?
If I'm them, I might re-kick it. Because, well, with this time, it's hard to tell, but dudes don't like to run and cover punch back-to-back snaps. So either you're gonna get a good enough punt for a return, or you're gonna get a punt that's gonna go into the end zone and you still move back to the 20.
We'll wait the official head. We'll make the call here. Okay, so not the call we were expected for them to make. There's a holding going against the Panthers. As you can see the confusion that's on Jermaine Jackson right now, trying to get at least an explanation of what's going on.
I'll make that possible. From scholarships to recruiting, your support fuels our success.
So we do apologize right now as things are trying to get situated out on the field right now. It's 10:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Panthers leading by a score of 21-20. Again, right now, Jermaine Jackson is pretty much out there in midfield, just trying to get an explanation right now.
Come on, Zebras, let's get this thing moving so we can go down and finish.
So it looks like the official just got the call mixed up. It was a holding on the Mascaros, not the Panthers. So it's going to be marked after the spot. Not how they officially spot this. So instead of the 14, they're going to have this. Let's say half the distance to the goal. So at the 7-yard lines, will the Mascaros have this one, trailing by a score of 21-20.
All right, I'm guessing they're gonna come out running because they went with 3 straight passes last series. If I'm PV, I'm walking up and bringing a late blitz and hitting them right in the mouth.
Nice meeting you all.
First and 10 now for the Mascaros, moving from left to right. Again, we have some more stoppage in the play right now. Don't know what's going on. It seems like the game was moving in a good flow right now. Both teams still have 3 timeouts here. So that's going to be a huge thing, as this was going to be a nail biter. It looks like all the way to the end.
The officials find the ball.
So after all that, Coach, we're finally ready to get back into this game.
Let's go. It took a while, but let's go.
First and 10 for the Mascaros. First ball is spotted at their own 7-yard line. Mark Burger's going to hand this off to Dennis, and Dennis is just going to bulldoze his way forward for a good gain of 5 yards right there.
Come on, man. We knew that they were going to run the ball right there. Let's get some slants and make them bounce that thing to the outside.
So now Mascaros are quickly on the line right now. Mark Burger has his play now.
Probably would do the same type of play.
Now signals DS in motion. That's going to hand this off to Dennis. Dennis hitting the left side of the field. Dennis at the 30, at the 35, finally knocked out of bounds about the 37, 38-yard line.
After that last series, they're not going to throw the ball. They need a defense to rest. They need to keep their offense on the field. Let's play the run. Bring guys up. Force that quarterback to be a good quarterback, which he hasn't been this second half.
Yeah, Dennis able to run that one for about 20, 25 yards on that carry. So keep the drive alive and most importantly, get them out backed out of their own end zone. So 1st and 10 for the Mascaros. Ball is at the own 33-yard line. Marburger signals. Dennis in motion from his right to his left. Looks like we have a penalty marker. 2 penalty markers coming in, flying in after the play. Might get the Panthers with the encroachment, but it looks like number 71 here in the end jumped first before anybody. But like I said, I do job from up here.
I'm guessing it's going to be offset. You know, the referees a little bit racist against defensive ends a little bit. They don't usually just give us the benefit, but it looked like 71 moved first, and I'm guessing a holding on the back end.
So I guess after you get flagged for so many times, what's the conversation that you got to have with the official? Like, am I off just a little bit, or can you be a little bit gracious with me?
For offside?
Yes, sir.
Man, sometimes they'll give you a warning. Sometimes.
You got to ask for it, it seems like now?
You mean ask for a warning?
I mean, like, just, you ain't got to be sweet, you got to talk to them.
It depends. Like, it's kind of like a reputation type of deal.
I understand, but we're ready to work here. The 1st and 5 now for the Mascaro. This ball's going to be handed off to Dennis. Dennis trying to run to the left side. Dennis trying to bounce off defenders, but he's going to be met. Got stuck at first, but a pack of Panthers came in.
1 yard loss or no gain.
Yes, sir. Be lucky. They might just go ahead and give them the forward progress right there. They're very generous about that, I will say, with that forward progress.
Yeah.
So instead of, you could say a 2nd and 6, it's going to say 2nd down and 5 now for the Mascaro. Stayed in bounds, so the clock will continue to roll. Now Diaz is in motion from left to right. Now he's going to make 3 receivers to his right. Marburger looking to pass. This ball's going to be caught by Dennis, the wide receiver on the right side. It's going to be finally pushed and knocked out of bounds, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
Just a little bit of coverage, we get a sack. It was some heat coming from that backside. Watch that heat coming from that backside. Dip. Bam, where's the coverage? Oh, I know what the coverage was. They ran a pick route.
So now this one's going to be handed off to Dennis, running to the left side, but he's going to be tripped up by number 25 for the Panthers, and that was Darnell Starling Jr. Starling Jr. able to hit the hole, and it just forced Dennis back inside to where his teammates were at right there, just waiting on him.
I like to bring that safety up. Bring that safety up. Because now this third guy, he's going to end up wide open.
Shot confirmation from Marburger. Flips the ball, looking to pass. He's going to check down to his running back, number 20. That is T.J. Denman, but Denman took a big hit right there. But
good thing they haven't been using him all that much.
Denman lowered the shoulder right there on the cornerback, able to pick up about 6 yards on that reception, catch and run.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. He was happy to get out. He was happy. I don't know if I was why he was happy to get out. Get back in, 32.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 6. But I don't know if the Panthers want to see 32 right now on this drive.
That means these PV boys is hitting today. They out there hitting today.
3rd down and 6 now for the Mascaros. Ball is at midfield.
Bam.
Looking to pass. This is going to be incomplete. Don't see any penalty markers. Looks like the Mascaros were trying to run a screenplay right there, and the Panthers did a nice job of just blowing that one up. And Marburger just going to try and take what the defense was giving him and shot downfield.
That was a huge play. Watch out for the fake punt. I cannot believe they're punting right now.
You can say this is a 4th down and manageable. The ball is at midfield, but I guess he wants to play a little statistical here and try to flip it.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't want to get up. But what if you don't get the ball back though? This is a good situation for another one of those 4-minute drives.
So now the punt for the Mascaros, number 97, Nathaniel Dilling. Dilling is the high kick, and this was going to be a fair catch signal call made by number 10. That is Andre Dennis. So the Panthers are going to get the ball back here, seemingly say inside their 10. And when we come back, we'll see how much time the Panthers can at least try to knock off this clock. There's still 6 minutes and 26 left here in the 4th quarter, but the Panthers do lead by a score of 21-20. Keep it right where you got it. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Panther Stadium, where the Panthers have a 1-point lead over the Rio Grande Valley Vaqueros, as we have some stoppage in the play right now. Not what the Panthers were needing coming out of that timeout.
Not too bad of a problem. They were about to bring some heat, and the offensive line move is half the distance, so we probably lost 3 yards. Now we need to just pick it back up.
So it's going to make it.
You don't love it. You don't love it, but it's not too bad.
6:25 remaining. Don't know how a second ran off the clock, but if you're the Panthers, you'll take anything that you can get right here. So now this is going to be handed off to the running back. Looks like it's Bateman. Bateman is going to try to get that penalty yardage back, but he might have got 2 yards. Panthers have not been able to really hit the hole.